Hey, everybody, what's going on? Oh, whoops. Hold on, I knew I forgot something. Chat, where are you? There you are! Okay. Guess who forgot to change that from the YouTube chat box to the Twitch chat box? Hello, how are you, everyone? What's up? It's me, it's NJChef, your Cyberstar Dragon VTuber. Or should I say, Cyber Vampire Dragon VTuber. That's a mouthful. Which is also a vampire joke. Ayo. Oh, we are in a mood today. Have you ever been so, how to put this? Have you ever been so stressed out you feel like you're going insane? That's kind of how I feel right now. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, see, Keith, you get it. Warlock, you get it. Yeah. The amount of garlic in my diet, vampires would avoid me. Fair. Fetch. Fair. Also, how you doing, Fetch? Hello, everyone. What's up? It's been a while since I've dusted off the old Twitch page, huh? Last week, hey, Thunder, what's going on, buddy? Last week, I was streaming mostly to YouTube. No, entirely to YouTube, because I hit 1,000+ subscribers on YouTube, which is an insane milestone for me. So I decided to take a week off Twitch and just stream to YouTube in celebration of that community, which has been growing. Not to say that this community hasn't been growing. I've been keeping an eye out. We are almost at 300 followers. Hello? 291 at my count right now. 291 at my count here on Twitch, which is wild to me. Holy cow. Absolutely wild. But yeah, that's where I've been. If you want to check out the VODs of those YouTube streams, they're up on the channel right now. They're up on the channel right now. We had some fun. I ate some spicy noodles. It hurt like hell. We revisited Pokemon Smasher Pass. My friend Dr. Swoos actually decided to come and join me, which was fun. Which was a fun time. It got weird. We played more Pikmin 4. I've been playing a lot of Pikmin 4 on YouTube, honestly. God, there's so much to do in that game. There's so much more to do in that game than I thought. And it's kind of crazy, honestly. It's kind of crazy. But we're back. We're back to Twitch land. How is everyone doing today, by the way? I hope you're all doing well. I apologize for the schedule mix-up runaround that's been going on lately. This stream was supposed to happen way earlier in the week, but unfortunately it did not. Mel Greymon, hello, how are you? Yeah, it's just that there's been a lot of things that have needed my attention, IRL and personally. Both IRL and personally. That also just reminds me, oh god, I have to shoot a very quick message off to a friend of mine. I meant to message them this afternoon and I entirely forgot. Whoops. That's how scatterbrained I've been. That's how scatterbrained I've been lately. Found another shiny fortress and it didn't go boom. Oh, I love that. It's so frustrating sometimes because, like, I had a mild panic attack when I was, like, way back in the day when I streamed. Was it Sword or Shield? I can't remember which one. But I encountered a shiny Abra. And I had a mild panic attack. And I only had one quick ball on me. And I'm just like, oh god, please don't teleport away. Please don't teleport away. Please do not teleport away. I threw the quick ball immediately, and thank god it captured him. And I'm just like, oh. If there's one thing, I swear to god, if there's one thing that gets my heart racing in a Pokemon game, it's not facing tough trainers. It's not facing tough legendary Pokemon. No, it's encountering a shiny and praying to God you don't actually accidentally KO the thing. Did you triple save? You damn right I did. You damn right I did. Also, thank you for noticing the Halloween drip, Galaxy Prime. Thank you, thank you. I decided I had one plan. I had one plan going into Spooky Month for a new outfit / Halloween outfit. But I decided to do something classic, something classy. And I found this vampire's outfit and I'm just like, you know what? Hold on. Wait, I can make this work. Hang on a second. So that's what we did. That's what we ended up doing. I redid my eyes as well. I brought back the centrally located eye glint. And if you'll also notice, I don't know how well you can see it, but I also did give myself a set of vampire fangs. Because listen, if I'm gonna dress up like a vampire for Halloween, I'm gonna go all out for it. I'm gonna go all out for it. Absolutely, yes. So how have y'all been? How have y'all been lately? I hope y'all have been doing good. I hope y'all been doing well. So, show of hands in chat. Who has started stockpiling Halloween candy early? I need to know. Who in chat has started stockpiling Halloween candy early? I'll wait for the after sale. Fair. Where I live, when I first moved into where I live now, where I live currently in the Lair, the first time Halloween came around, I was convinced, like, all right, I gotta get at least one big bag of assorted candy. Because I think, I don't know, maybe trick-or-treaters will swing by, who knows? But it turns out, no. Nothing. Nada. Zero. So, yeah. I have some small decorations up. I got a sign on the door and everything, but yeah. That is about it. That was my experience, so I will wait until post-Halloween to acquire copious amounts of candy. And probably, more than likely, draw the ire of dentists everywhere. I don't know. I'm still trying to iron out details on what to do for birthday. Which, by the way, is October 30th. October 30th. Right? October 30th. Like, literally the day before Halloween. I want to do a longer stream of some kind. I'm still ironing out the details. A, with my mod team, and B, with VTuber friends of mine. Because we may or may not have some guests that day. It's definitely, oh my god, I'm tripping all over my words. It's definitely gonna be a longer stream than normal. Just FYI. Just FYI. Sorry, again. I meant to fire off a message. I meant to follow up with a friend of mine earlier this afternoon, and I've been so scatterbrained I've entirely forgotten, so I'm literally just messaging him now. I apologize, chat. I apologize. Oh my god, Iyashi. And here I thought I would be abusing the announcement functionality in Twitch chat. My goodness. Hi, bud. How are you? Also, hey, Soul. How's it going? How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Here's a shiny fail. I found a shiny Combi when I was playing Legends Arceus. It ran away and the game auto-saved. Oh no. That's fine. Also, Iyashi, wow, thank you so much for that gift sub to Dark King. Dark King, wherever you are, buddy, enjoy that gift sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Be sure to thank Iyashi when you get the chance. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Found another shiny Combi, caught it, and it was male. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I think the biggest shiny Pokemon fail I've ever had personally was... I forget what game it was. I have a feeling it was Legends Arceus. I came across a shiny Graveler. Out in the wild. And I get into battle with it. I'm fairly sure it had Sturdy. I'm fairly sure it had Sturdy. Oh, Galaxy, it gets worse than that. Because I hit it with a move. It survived with exactly 1 HP. I threw a great ball at it. It broke out of the great ball after 2 shakes, and then it used self-destruct. Like, what the hell? Way to give me false hope. And then steal it away at the very last second. You jerk. I was so mad. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I was so mad. Oh my god. I was so mad. You're gonna try and catch me? Lol. La Mao even. Boom. Like, it didn't even give me the courtesy of exploding immediately after the battle started. No. We went through like a battle round and a half, and then it was just like, oh right, I have this move. Bye. An absolute jerk. Play some Genshin and get the Hydro Daddy. Ah, nice. Very cool, Soul. Very cool. I know so many people who play Genshin Impact. I personally do not play Genshin Impact. But I have, however, for better or for worse, I have downloaded Honkai Star Rail. That's on this PC right now. Have I started playing it? No. Not yet. I emphasize not yet because, goddamn, I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start playing the game and then I'm just gonna disappear for forever. Genshin enjoyers either play the game or look for lewds. I think that can also go for Honkai Star Rail as well. I'm not gonna lie. Anything and everything I know about both Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail is because of the Rule 34. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh my god. It's crazy. Hey, Dark King! Hello, hello. That is a wild emote. Oh my god. That game is a bisexual dream. I know. I know, Soul. I know. I saw art for so many of the characters. I'm just like, fuck. Just reached gold in SF6? Hell yeah. Good stuff, Dark King. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Also, enjoy that channel badge. Yashi gifted you a sub earlier. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. That goes for Touhou as well. That's another game series I know just through osmosis. I have never played a single Touhou game in my entire life. I just know a lot of people who do. I just know a lot of people who do. Like everything I know about Touhou is just through osmosis. My god, Yashi. It's kind of crazy, honestly. There are a few games, chat, honestly. There are a few games. There are a few games and a few game series where I've not touched them, I've not played them. But I know enough of them because I have friends of mine who have played them and or streamed them. Probably number one on that list is the Yakuza series. I know of a lot of the characters in the Yakuza series, but I have not touched a single game in that series. Mostly because I don't know why. I want to play Yakuza at some point. I probably do want to play. I definitely want to stream Yakuza at some point. But like, most of what I know is just because a lot of people play Yakuza. I'm looking at you, Thunder. Yo, Sin Ray, what's going on? Thank you for that 23 months at tier 1. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Akiyama's just like me, for real, for real. Exactly, Thunder. We've established this. Thunder, we've established this. Yakuza 4 is literally just your autobiography. We've established this, yes. Hey, Runch, yeah, Yakuza. Yes, Warlock, Thunder is now on what, week 3 of Oops All Yakuza? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Oh my gosh. Week 3 of 5, there it is, yeah. Listen, Choo-Choo wasn't kidding. Choo-Choo wasn't kidding when they said that Yakuza 5 is a long game. It is a long-ass game. Holy moly. It is a long-ass game. It's also a varied game, because you had Hunting Simulator, you had Initial D Simulator, you had Idol Master Simulator, you had Baseball Simulator, all in the same game. It's impressive. It's actually impressive. 101 hours total. Oh my god. Thunder, holy cow, dude. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. I got to the point where Haruka became playable and I went, fuck this, and ended stream. I remember that, right? I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that, yeah. You're like, how about this? No. 101 hours only got me 37% completion. Jesus God. See, and here, Thunder, and here I was thinking you were close to the end of the game. I guess not. Mother of Christ. So that's cool. Nice. 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 Oh my god. But yeah, where was I? Oh, I beat the game and it still said it was only 37% complete. Oh, oh lordy. Oh, understood. Understood. Okay. That's, oh, good God. I think I had to bow out of that stream early. I had to bow out of that stream early. Because chat, believe it or not, I am trying my hardest to get a decent sleep schedule back on track. I've been sending out, because I'm trying to do a lot of things IRL. Okay, let me break this down for you right now. I'm trying to reset my sleep schedule. I'm trying to get a decent workout regimen back and started. I'm looking for a new job. I am looking for a new job because my freelance editing gig right now is not working out at the moment. Let me just leave it at that. But yeah, as a result, I'm trying my damnedest to get a decent sleep schedule back in order. So yeah, keyword trying. Keyword trying. Yesterday it worked out fine. Today not so much. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh god, but yeah, where was I again? Yeah, I would love to pick up Yakuza at some point. I would love to pick up Yakuza. I would love to stream Yakuza at some point, in all honesty. Oh boy, in hell. Sorry, again, I'm catching up with a friend of mine. He just said something really funny to me. He said something really funny to me. He's he also happens to be my my DM for the D&D group I'm in. So yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Although unfortunately, we may be entering the dreaded D&D group hiatus, which is. I hate it. It's understandable. I hate it. Hey R2, how's it going? How's it going? Tried to join at first and it caused the Twitch app to crash, and I had it to reopen. Congratulations, your energy is too much for the app. I think it's less that I'm too energetic for the Twitch app and more that the Twitch mobile app is awful. Trust me, I know it's bad. Multi-million-dollar company, everyone. Multi-million-dollar company, everyone. Great, isn't it? Great, isn't it?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Exactly, Dark King, thank you. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, what are we doing today? Oh, yeah. Let me set something up real fast, chat. Let me also set something up real fast. Because, again, I have been incredibly scatterbrained. I've been incredibly scatterbrained, and I forgot to set... I meant to set something up earlier, entirely forgot. Entirely forgot. Oh yeah, another thing, going back to me and wanting to stream Yakuza at some point. I think, in all honesty, I'm probably just gonna start on Yakuza 0. Like, I'm honestly probably just gonna start at Yakuza 0. Because I'll be real, I don't know where else to start. I have none of the OG hardware. I have no access to any of like the original games and whatnot. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna just start at Yakuza 0. You're supposed to start at 0. It's literally the start. Fair, Yashi, fair. Entirely fair. 0 references every other game heavily. Oh, okay. 0 is basically Yakuza 1. Oh, alrighty. Alrighty. Cool. Cool. Oh, actually, you know what? 0 is the first game I started out with, and I don't mind that one bit. Cool. So, okay. Question for the Yakuza people in chat who are way more in the know than I am. Where does the Judgment series fit into the Yakuza timeline? Because I know they're connected somehow. I just do not know how. Yakuza has an issue where there's no clear starting point when factoring anything else in. Gotcha. Judgment takes place after 6 and before 7. Oh, I see. Gotcha. It goes 0, Kiwami, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Normally, I would just say go in release order, but with how hard it is to get the OGs, yeah, that's kind of why I'm leaning on starting with just Yakuza 0. In all honesty, that's kind of why. Judgment at best will reference family names, but no major characters from the Yakuza games. It's its own thing. Okay, got it. So sort of like takes place in the same universe, but none of the people in Judgment will ever interact directly with any of the people in Yakuza. Got it. Cool. That's neat. Because I've heard Choo Choo, they were talking about Judgment and Lost Judgment. They're both set in the fantastical universe known as Japan. I mean, you're technically right. You're right, Yashi. 1, weirdly enough, 4, 7, and Judgment are good starting points. Gotcha. Understood. Thank you, Super. 5 months at tier 1. I appreciate that. Thank you. You could literally play either Judgment game to start if you wanted. Yes, I remember you playing... Ray, did you play both Judgment games, or did you just play one of them? I can't remember. Because I remember you streaming at least one of those on Snark, and also on your personal channel. You played both. Okay, got it. My memory did not fail me for once. Cool. Yeah, Ray is like the you should play Judgment before Lost Judgment. Got it. You play Judgment to ease into the Yakuza series, or just play Lost Judgment if you want to play the good Judgment. Okay, fair. All right. Understood, Runch. Understood. Incredible. All right. I'm done setting up what I needed to set up. Alrighty. All right. So we're going to swap on over to the main event today. Because you know me, chat. Oh, there we go. Chat, you know me. You know how much I love spooky things. You know how much I like spooky videos and all that jazz. So guess what we're doing today? Are you all familiar with the channel on YouTube known simply as Sir Spooks? Because that's who we're checking out today. That's who we're checking out today, y'all. All right, let me mute that. Let's go. Grab your snacks and drinks. Getting spooky up in here.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Alright, let's begin. This first video comes to us from a Reddit user who says that the video in question comes from his cousin. In the video, a dog is observed on the bed displaying signs of unease and fear. Suddenly, the door in the room closes on its own without any apparent rational explanation. Let's have a look.
I'm sorry, her reaction was actually kind of funny. Nice, Soul,
As soon
nice.
as the door shut all the way, the dog in front of the cameraman appears to be quite unnerved and scared as to what just happened.
I was about to say, the dog
which
feels...
just adds even more
The
unease to the
dog...
video.
The dog seems more
Did
scared
this
than the
dog
camera guy.
perhaps see something in the hallway that we didn't see? It is entirely possible, and it wouldn't be
The dog
first
seemed
video
way
in
more scared than the
household
camera guy
that
did.
Seemingly noticed something unnatural in their owners' homes.
I mean, it's always
What do
mentioned
you
that
make of
that
this
pets
strange piece of
can
footage?
notice things
Do
that
you think
humans
that this
can't, so
uploader's
who
cousin
knows?
is being haunted by something he cannot see? I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like intense action just like me? Well, I've got you covered.
Yep, skipping that. I mean, get that bag, but skipping that.
A guy on TikTok named Diego, known for his scary videos, uploaded the following piece of footage to his account on July 18th of this year, and ever since its initial upload date, has been
I'll be
freaking
honest.
people out.
I'll be
The
honest.
gist of the video is that the uploader allegedly heard something making noises on the roof, and he had assumed that it was just some cats
like
playing
TikTok
around,
paranormal
but
videos
was
are kind
curious
of
enough to go and investigate things nonetheless.
kind of
Video shows
suspect in their
Diego
sources, but who
apprehensively
knows at
going
this
to
point.
check the source of the noise in the attic, being careful so as not to be loud, just in case he disturbs whatever it is that's up there.
Uh-huh.
Just when it seems he's not going to find anything of interest, this happens.
Escucha, hágale, pero hágale suavecito. Espere, espere. Hágale.
To be fair, if I heard unknown sounds coming from the attic above me and I didn't know the source immediately, I'd also be scared. Jesus fuck. Alright, the jump scare got me more than anything else. The jump scare got me more than anything else. Good God.
Out of nowhere, what appears to be some sort of mysterious creature can be seen peeking at the uploader for a split second, which obviously causes him to be extraordinarily scared and sends him running away
Christ.
before the video ends abruptly afterward. To this day, nobody's quite sure as to what exactly was hiding in Diego's attic, but it definitely didn't look to be human. Obviously, there's always the
admittedly
possibility that this is simply a fake piece of footage.
Burn the place down, yeah,
What do
right?
you guys think?
The blacked out eyes, by the way, something that genuinely creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie, the
This
blacked
next
out
video,
eyes creep me the
published by
hell out.
strangely titled TikTok user known as Stuck in a Fake Reality, is one of the most bizarre videos I've seen in a really long time, and is sure to give you the chills.
Stuck in a fake reality.
In the
What a
video,
username.
The uploader
He just wanted to borrow some milk, yeah, right?
All while
That's
we
all.
can repeatedly hear a bunch of
He just wanted to ask about your
Don't
car's
seem to be
extended
going away
warranty.
anytime soon.
No, go away. Leave me
While
alone.
this is happening, you can also hear a woman's voice from the door asking the uploader to let her in. Have a listen.
Oh God, do we have a Wendigo situation going on here? Oh no. Do we have a Wendigo situation going on right now? Jesus. Oh. Oh. Wendigos, skinwalkers, that kind of mythology is incredibly interesting to me, but it also terrifies me.
Then what's your name then?
Ah, clever. Clever!
What's extremely
Clever.
creepy about this is the fact that this woman's voice is allegedly identical to the uploader's mom's. But that's just it. That's not their mom. As soon as the uploader gets close to the door,
Oh, the fuck off,
strange
exactly.
screaming noises can be heard
Exactly.
from the other side, prompting many commenters to believe that perhaps this TikTok user
That
is
is,
dealing with a
good
skinwalker.
God.
What do you think is going on here? Is this actually a skinwalker, or could this possibly be something much less sinister?
the concept of like skinwalkers and wendigos, stuff like that, that genuinely interests me. But again, it's really creepy. It's really, really creepy.
He says that these reels are extremely heavy to the point where you
these are honestly incredibly heavy.
Strong to move it. He says that a construction worker needed help, at which point another worker came to his assistance. The worker then proceeds to guide the other worker on where to move the reel to. When it was all done, he went around the reel to show his gratitude toward the other worker. When he walked around to the other side of the reel, the worker was mysteriously gone. A bit later, in the office of the construction site, the worker who noticed the other one was no longer there, noticed that the picture of that man
nice, Keith. How was it?
Memorial collage in the office. It turned out that the man who helped the construction worker had been dead since 2015.
Okay.
This was captured on video here.
All right, that's creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that one gave me goosebumps. That one gave me goosebumps. Holy moly. That one gave me goosebumps. Holy cow. Ugh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I would start carrying, like, a crucifix with me. Or, like, a rosary or something. Man. Man, that's creepy. That, that's creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that's really creepy. Good God. Good God.
What would you do if you found out that a coworker who just helped you turned out to have been dead for the past 8 years?
Run!
I don't know about you, but if that happened to me, I would be utterly convinced that I got transported all the way to the Twilight Zone.
I would run. I would hide. I would leave the job site immediately. Like, goodbye. No. Not happening.
This video comes to us from a Reddit user who posted the following video online a little over 5 months ago and has been freaking people out ever since. And
no, Guardians 3 was really good. Yeah.
The video in question appears to be quite blurry and pixelated, but if you look just hard enough at the screen throughout the duration of the footage, you'll surely chill to the bone.
Will I? What am I looking at? Thanks, Yashi. Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, dear Lord, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Mr. Beast. No, no. Stop that.
Do you see it? A figure can
Did you see it? Yes. Yeah, it's right there.
A short yet extremely creepy video. To this day, the upload of the footage isn't entirely sure what exactly it is.
FBI, open up!
Thanks, Galaxy.
This could be some sort of paranormal entity roaming around this guy's
Thanks,
house.
Galaxy.
Do you think it's possible that this is nothing to worry about whatsoever?
I don't know, man. Strange thing moving around in your house at night? I'd be worried. I'd be incredibly worried. Are you kidding me?
And that was 5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if
really
you did,
worried.
then subscribe for more scary content. My name is...
I'd be incredibly worried. Chat, very quickly. Have I ever told you... Let me switch back to just chatting the just chatting screen for a second. Have I ever told you the story of my own personal paranormal encounter? Because I think this encounter is probably the one reason why I have any sort of small belief in anything paranormal. Have I ever told you this story before? Because if not, I will gladly tell it again. Throw holy water at it, and maybe a bullet or two. You gotta make sure there's silver bullets, Galaxy. You don't know? Alright, that's fine. I'll share it again. So, chat. this happened many, many years ago, right? This happened many, many years ago. This happened a really long time ago, actually. Back, as far back when I was still living with my parents, with Mama and Papa Dragon at the old Lair, right? And my grandmother was there with us for some time as well. She unfortunately had a stroke, was in hospital care and hospice care for some time before she passed away, right? I was still very young. I was a very young dragon at that time, right? Fast forward many years, I'm now much older. I'm still living with my parents for a bit. My father is out of town. And I am just coming home from the grocery store, helping my mother buy some food so we can make dinner, right? Keep that in mind. Usually there are 3 people at the house, but today it is just me and my mother. We had at the old Lair sort of like an enclosed front porch area, and it had windows that faced the street, but like we sort of just used it as like a sunroom. So, but we weren't entering through that front door. We were entering through the basement door, which was, you know, like at the driveway level, because we had a really big house back then. And as my mother is going to unlock the door, I walk around to the trunk of my car, I pop the trunk, I start taking bags out, right? And as I look up, I just so happen to glance up at the front window of the house, and what do I see? I see the silhouette of a person standing at the window, looking out towards the street. I'm like 80% sure they're looking at me. And so I kind of think nothing of it, right? I kind of think nothing of it. I'm just thinking to myself, okay, mom's inside. Let me go meet her. As I walk inside, my mother meets me directly at the door. And I stop. And I'm visibly confused. And she's just like, what's wrong? I'm like, how did you get from the first floor to the basement so quickly? My mom just responds like, no, I never was on the first floor. I just needed to unlock the door and hold it open for you. And I'm like, what do you mean you were never on the first floor? What do you mean? So I bring the groceries inside. I pop them on the table. I like half sprint to the sunroom out front, right? And I get there, and there's nothing there. There's no one there. There's no one there. Right? It could not have been my dad. Like, it wasn't my dad surprising us by coming home early. No. Because my mother didn't drive, right? And the only people in the family at the time who knew how to drive was myself and my father. And he took his car with him out of town because he was doing something with like work related. I can't remember what. He was just out of town. He had his car with him. And there was no one else in the house because no one lived with us. And so my mom comes up behind me and she says, what happened? I'm like, I swear to God, I saw somebody standing right here at the window. And then, like, without missing a beat, my mom is just like, do you think it was Grandma? Keep in mind, my grandmother had been dead for years at this point. And right up until the point where all of us moved out of that house, the room where my grandmother stayed before she had her stroke and passed away and had to be moved out of the house into hospice care, we would always hear mysterious noises or see things we could not explain coming from that room. and it is a joke to this day in members of my family that right up until the day we moved out of that house, Grandma was watching us. I'm not kidding you, chat. I would walk into that room, and the old house didn't have any air conditioning or central heating or whatever, or central climate control, right? I would walk into that room on like an 85 degree day. Hot as sin outside. Humid too. I would walk into that room and suddenly feel very, very cold. And I had no idea why. Couldn't put my finger on it. There were times where not just me, but my mother and my father, would hear something in like a thudding sound or rattling sound in that room. There was one moment where all three of us got really scared, right? There was one moment where we were all in the basement because we had converted our basement to like a family room and an entertainment center, right? And we just heard a loud banging noise coming from my grandmother's old room on the first floor. And we're like, what the heck was that? The windows were closed because this was like winter, right? So it couldn't have been the breeze. We didn't leave a window open. And it was just the scariest thing. And we went back upstairs and we just saw that a lamp had fallen off the table and it was on the ground. It was just so scary. So that is probably the only reason why I have any stake, any sort of belief in anything paranormal at all. Because to this day, I hold the belief that my grandmother was sticking around and keeping an eye on the family, even after she had passed away. It is absolutely wild to me. Exactly, Galaxy, thank you. Oh my god. So now, part of me is curious, right? Because my parents no longer live at that house. I no longer live at that house. That old house was my childhood home. We all moved out. That house currently has new owners. Currently has a new family living there, right? I am half tempted. I'm half tempted to contact the family that is currently living at my old house and just be like, hey, experience anything weird lately? Experience anything strange? Oh my god. Oh my god. At least it was a pretty peaceful haunting. Yeah, you could look at it that way. Yeah, you could look at it that way. You can absolutely look at it that way. My grandmother was a cool person. Honestly, my grandmother was a cool person. But like that, even retelling that story, I got the heebie-jeebies. Even just retelling that story, I got the heebie-jeebies. All right, chat, before we continue on with I'm in danger. Thanks, Galaxy. Before we continue on with spookiness, I've been drinking a lot of water, and I need to relieve myself. All right, give me a second. Give me a few minutes. Y'all stretch and hydrate as well. I will be right back. Really, Ayashi? Really? Really? Dude. Oh my god. Hydrate, do it. Down the ball. Oh my lord, man. I appreciate the sentiment, thank you. Oh my god, man, that's hilarious. Alright, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. I appreciate a good bit. I appreciate a good bit. Alright, we good? Alright, let's go. We're back. We're back at it. Sorry about that, everyone. But we are back, and let's get spooky again.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin,
I can redeem
just
hydrate
subscribe to my
261 more
channel
times.
so you don't miss
You're
any
good, bud. Don't
video
worry.
uploads. Alright,
You're good. You're
let's
good.
begin.
You're good.
Imagine you're just working
Yes,
in the
I'm sure.
basement, minding your own business when suddenly something incredibly strange happens, causing you to question what it is that you just saw.
I mean, that's happened to me a
exactly
few
what
times. Let's be
happened to
real
this
here.
Particular guy one day.
That's happened to me a few
Posted to
times.
TikTok
Again,
by
I refer to the story about me possibly seeing the ghost of my grandmother. Who knows?
In a dark basement, when all of a sudden this happened.
NJChef, hör du mig?
No. No. No, you turn around and leave right now. No. What the hell? I run. That's what I would do. I would run. What the f... I would argue that encountering people where they're not supposed to be is definitely scarier than anything paranormal. Because you don't know what that person's capable of. You don't know why they're there. You don't know what they're about to do. No, no,
The
no.
cameraman proceeds to ask the strange man some questions such as who he is, but the man does not reply. If you ask me,
I would have
the
taken that
videographer
ladder
did a really good
and
job
thrown it
keeping
at
us
him,
calm because I
and
know
then
for
run.
sure that
That's
the
what I
other
would have
people
done.
out
Like,
there
legitimately.
were so cool and collected. What would you do if you
Legitimately,
found yourself
I
in
would
this
have taken that ladder and thrown it at him and then ran.
Today's sponsor Dave would have been so
Like,
useful when I needed that
legitimately,
drone for my
legitimately, that's what I would have done. Oh my Lord in heaven.
This next video comes to us from a TikTok account known as Metaphysical Show.
Metaphysical Show, alright.
That he has a piece of alleged paranormal footage that he describes as the creepiest he has ever seen in his life.
You don't say.
He
Alright.
says that it happened in the woods that surrounds him, and he explains a bit of what happens in the video. The video in question might just prove that we aren't as alone as we would like to think we are in this world. Take a look.
Okay. Oh god, creepy thing. What the? What is that? That Slender Man? Is that Slender Man? Jesus Christ. Of course we're not alone. There's 8 billion people on Earth. I mean, you're technically right, Yashi. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
In a blink and
Good
you'll
God
miss it
almighty.
moment, in the distance, a creepy apparition can be seen walking around in the forest at a casual pace before it ultimately disappears from view entirely.
I don't know, maybe it was just vibing.
This is a video that has been creeping people out ever since it got posted.
I mean, you don't walk in the woods alone for no reason to creep people out? I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Doggo looked uneasy. Doggo did look uneasy. Doggo looked really uneasy too.
Showcases genuine paranormal activity happening in the middle of broad daylight. Or do you think that something else is at play here?
Okay, but why did he film there? That's always the question I ask with these things, right? Like, why did they start filming? For what reason?
In this video,
right?
A group of friends are in the middle of an unknown forest in the middle of the night, just trying to have a nice camping trip that was
Thank you, Galaxy. Exactly.
just one night. At
Okay.
the start of this clip, the man recording can audibly be heard freaking out about something that he just saw, and his friends also seem to be quite on edge by something. Take a look.
Okie dokie.
That was a child screaming.
God.
Like a woman or something. That was a female screaming. Phil. Please, please, please.
I know. Oh.
No.
I know a lot of animal cries do sound like people screaming.
Oh my God, Phil, it sounds like someone's being raped.
I know a lot of animal cries that sound like people screaming. Like, have you heard
this whole video
like
gives off huge
mountain
Blair
lions?
Witch Project
Christ.
vibes. This second video features a bit more of the screaming, and a weird stick figure can be seen in the forest as well.
Oh boy. Alright, now this is just Blair Witch shit right here. Hell no. Like for part 2, bro. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Like, bro, really? Come on. People will do anything for clout, and it kind of scares
Dude,
me.
that sounds like some haunted ass shit, dude.
Mood, actually.
Target. There's two. There's one right there on the ground. It's on the ground.
Oh yeah, it's like a shooting range kind of deal.
What the f is that? Dude, that's not. No.
And that's when you leave. And that's when you leave, because I'm not dealing with no Blair Witch bullshittery. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, no. Y'all get the heck out. Y'all get the heck out immediately. Y'all get the heck out of there immediately. No.
Friends will probably never want to go camping in this location ever again.
Jesus. Absolutely not. City guys, when they go into the woods at night, animals are active at night, and it's scary. No.
Saying that he was exploring
entirely fair, though. Entirely fair.
Capture something on camera that is quite unsettling, to say the least. Take a look at the video and see what you can make out of this.
All right, what do we got? I think we discovered the Mexican Sasquatch in a cave in Cabo. What the? Hello? Okay, a thought crossed my mind. That's either Sasquatch or somebody who's tripping on something. I think that's just a homeless person. That too, Galaxy. That too. That also crossed my mind as well. That too, honestly. Either way, that's creepy. Either way, that's still kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
For a while, before he eventually recedes back into the cave that he came from at the start. The man in question appears to be quite tall and lanky, while also being quite hairy. The uploader of this video is convinced that he managed to record video.
It took me a while to settle down nights early on living with grandma. There's chatty owls and sometimes coyotes. Oh god.
The TikTok user managed to capture exactly.
Yeah, like I kind of had that same. Experience, Perso, a little while ago. I was visiting some friends of mine, and they live fairly close to the edge of some woods. So like at night, whenever night rolled around, like I would hear really creepy things. Like I knew there were animals. Like he warned me ahead of time. You're gonna hear coyotes. You might even hear some bats. But like even with his warning, it still creeped me the hell out. You know what I mean? I lived in or near urban areas pretty much my entire life, so it still kind of creeps me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie, it still kind of creeps me out a bit going out at night when there's like not lights around and there's sounds that I can't explain or readily see a source of. Still creeps me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
A man living in a cave. Either way, it's definitely pretty strange.
It's either, no, I was about to say, paranormal or not, this is still pretty damn strange. Not gonna lie. That's still pretty damn strange.
Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill.
Oh, yo, okay. I follow this guy. I legitimately follow this guy. It's really cool, but I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, You could never, ever, ever pay me enough to do urban exploration or urbex. You know what I mean? You could not pay me enough to do urbex. That is something that looks cool. I will gladly watch content on it. I will never do myself. I will never do that myself. Holy God, no. Absolutely not. Ugh.
Exploring
I kind of want to do urbex with someone for fun. Fair.
And this next
Fair,
video was
right?
no exception.
I would do
Chris is
urbex if I had like
really creepy
at
abandoned
least
streets
two
in the
other
middle of the
people
night.
with me.
Just by watching only a
At
few
least
seconds
two
of
other
the
people
video,
with me.
It feels like something you'd see straight out of a horror movie.
And on CSA, so reasons maybe
Iyashi.
Iyashi.
Certainly add to that.
Holy moly.
At around the 12-minute mark, Chris enters a disheveled and run-down church.
Okay.
There's something quite odd.
Oh God, abandoned churches are so creepy to me. Abandoned churches are so creepy to me. What happened here? Just abandoned buildings get used by whoever. Oh shit. Uh-oh. But yeah, Galaxy, abandoned buildings will just play host to anything and anybody. You know, once the building is once the building is abandoned, they'll play host to anyone and everyone that can get in. God, oh my God, Iyashi. Uh-oh.
I'm in danger.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, he is in an abandoned church at the moment. He is 100% inside of an abandoned church right now.
Chris
Yes.
thinks that it's just an animal, but is it? After all, we live in quite a strange world, so anything is possible.
Either an animal
Just a
or
little
it's
bit
like
later in
a
the
squatter
exploration,
hiding
something
out
rather
just
creepy
off
happens
camera
on
where
the
you can't
static
see it, which is honestly kind of creepier to me and also more dangerous to me.
That's weird.
Oh. Oh, that was definitely someone.
Stairs.
That was definitely someone. Uh-oh. That was definitely someone there. Yeah, you see that? Oh, hell no. There's some environments where we usually just don't go at night. It brings the feeling of, I'm really not supposed to be here. Yeah, I get that, Perso.
However, take a look at what
I get that.
here while Chris is exploring this basement area of an
I
abandoned
get that, and I
house.
agree. I totally agree with that feeling. Oh, my lord.
Still creepy.
Oh, hell no. Get out. Chris, get out. Oh, no. Iyashi, yeah, no, that's fair. Me personally, I thought I saw somebody. I thought like I saw a shadow or something. Uh-oh. Ah!
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, there was definitely somebody living there. Oh, Jesus.
Shit.
Cool.
Chris is able to make a daring escape back to safety.
Figured
however,
somebody was
he is
there.
in for one last scare.
Holy mother. Ooh, wah. Ah, yeah. Huh. Yeah, no.
Chris is popular on the internet for exploring
Nope.
tons of various different abandoned buildings. It's safe to assume that he won't want to be going in this area again anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm out of there. Bye.
And that was
That's all.
why
That's the
Spirit
danger,
Reviews.
right,
I hope-
Iyashi? That's right. If there's some homeless person that's living there, you're definitely gonna be disturbing them. That's the biggest danger of doing stuff like urbex, right? Because you never know if you're gonna run into somebody. That's the biggest risk. It's less that it's scary and more like you're being an asshole. Exactly. Like, ugh. Oh my god. Again, I mentioned it earlier. I mentioned earlier, like, running into someone, like running into a person where you think there's not gonna be a person will give you in my opinion, that's scarier than running into anything paranormal, honestly. Like, damn. Damn. Oh my lord. Which one? Which one haven't we watched yet? Oh, you know what? Because I never actually finished watching this one. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 5 scary creature videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel.
Damn, Yashi, it sounds like you've done your research on this. Alright, good to know, good to know. Listen, if I do urbex with anyone, you're probably gonna come with me, alright?
This first video was posted to TikTok back in January.
You're coming with me.
By a user known as Kangaroo Island Kitty. And it's
what a
been
username!
people out ever since.
Okay, what a username.
Kitty's
Love it.
outside on what appears to be quite a windy day when out of nowhere, some seriously troubling noises can be heard coming from up above. Not only that, but there appears to actually be something on the uploader's roof.
On the roof? What? Yo, fuck that. Yo, fuck that, actually? No.
A strange entity can be seen crawling around on Kitty's roof.
What?
Much to her.
What is that even? I see like fingers and toes. I'd say that's like a bat, but like I don't see the shadows from the wings. Also, do bats get that big? Wow, hate that. Hate whatever that is.
Horror. It turns out that Kitty believes this entity to be a Yowie.
What the hell is a
For those
Yowie?
who are unaware, a Yowie is one of several names for an Australian folklore entity that is reputed to live in the outback.
Huh.
The Yowie is described as a hairy ape-like creature standing upright at between 2.1 meters and 3.6 meters.
That's tall.
The Yowie
Holy shit.
are described as much larger than a human's, but alleged Yowie tracks are inconsistent in shape and toe number, and the descriptions of Yowie foot and
why are you filming for clout? Exactly, right? Yeah. Yowie are Australian cryptids.
The Yowie's nose is described
I
as
asked for help or shoot it, yeah.
What do you think about this video? Do you think that Kitty managed to capture
That is
a Yowie
gnarly.
crawling around on her rooftop in the middle of the day, or was this something else entirely? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd like you to meet my new friend, Professor Death Knight, the champion of...
That is terrifying. Like, honestly, it's really just a guy. I'm sure it was just like some dude was cracked out, right? Had to have been. Had to have been.
This next video is a YouTube short that comes to us from the channel known as Dee's Dark Adventures, and was published to her channel on October 25th of 2022.
Okay.
The
Okay,
video
that
is
was literally
quite
last
eerie,
year.
even though it is relatively short. Take a look and just wait to see what happens.
Hi? Hello? Alright, that's a demon. That's a demon. That's a demon. That's a demon. Oh god. I got jump scared by the follower notification. Anime Nerd 25, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Lair. How you doing? How you doing? He doesn't own any goats. Wild deers when they exist. Might be a wild goat. That's also true. That's also true. That's also true.
In the description of the video, D provides a little bit more context to the whole thing by writing, quote, "A man was checking on his bees when he noticed this strange creature at the edge of his property.
That's still
and
kind of
started
creepy, I'm not gonna
recording
lie.
it, then sent it to me by email."
That's still kind of creepy.
Other than that brief write-up, this video is relatively shrouded in mystery and nobody has been able to tell whether or not it's real or fake. And if it is real, what exactly was going on in the video? What was this creature and what did it want to do? Some believe it to be the mythical goat man.
I was about to
due
say.
to its very clear horns.
Yeah.
The goat man is
Somebody
often
channeling the
reported
goat
to
man.
roam the woods of Prince George's County, Maryland. There's also the famous Pope Lick monster, which is
The what?
described as a goat man living
I'm
underneath
sorry?
the railroad trestle bridge in Louisville, Kentucky. Many also believe it to
I
simply
knew of
be
the
a
goat
person
man. I
in
didn't know
costume.
about the other one.
But what do you think? Let's just hope that this man is doing okay now and has.
I knew about the goat man. I didn't know about the other whatever the hell that cryptid was. Excuse me. Nani? What? Oh my god.
Months ago, a Reddit user by the name of NoAdagio6743 posted this highly mysterious video online.
Oh, here we
that has
go.
been the topic of much debate online whether or not it's
Auto captioning does make some weird choices,
The
yeah.
question starts off relatively normal as we watch a blurry video taken by someone's cell phone camera in a boat.
Okay.
Somewhere in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, Canada,
All
eh?
seems to be going perfectly fine, but then this happens.
I mean, there are a lot of Bigfoot sightings in Canada. Let's be real here. Because there's so many, like, woods and wilderness trails out there. Because you never know. Oh, snap. There he goes. It's the lad. It is the lad with the large feet. Do I believe in Bigfoot? I know most Bigfoot sightings / encounters are usually proven fake anyway, so. Enhanced video, right, yeah. I just had that same thought, Hiachi. Enhanced, air quotes. Friend of mine is nicknamed Sasquatch because they're 6'8" and have size 15 feet. Jesus, fetch. Wow. That is a large friend you have there. My goodness.
At one point in the video, a mysterious entity that heavily resembles Bigfoot can be seen wandering around in the forest, not too far off in the distance.
Yeah.
But is it actually Bigfoot or is it something else? To this day,
Probably something else.
nobody is 100% sure. What do you think these boaters
Honestly, it just looked like a dude walking on the shoreline. I'm not gonna lie. It just, to me, it just looks like a dude walking on the shoreline. I can't take scary videos like that, seriously? Yeah, no, I get you, Yashi. I get that. I get that. I get that.
This TikTok video comes from an account known as Squatch Me Now.
Okay. Alright. 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 Whoever runs this account, they're definitely doing it for clout. Oh my god. I can't with this name. I cannot with this name. Squatch Me Now? Alright. Alright. Alright.
On the
Alright.
internet ever since it was published. The footage in question was filmed in the middle of the night at an undisclosed location somewhere outdoors in what appears to be an area populated with plenty of bushes and grass. Take a good look and see what the videographer managed to film that day.
What the fuck? That, huh. Camera person sure is calm. Sure is calm in this situation. No, never mind. There they go. I would not be that calm. Absolutely not. I would not be that calm. The rare mythical creature, a gamer. A gamer. No.
An extremely odd-looking creature can be seen wandering around the area.
What the hell?
First, the creature doesn't seem to care too much about the fact that it's being filmed. But that all changes at the end, where it eventually charges right for the cameraman, causing him to run away for dear life.
That's a monkey, or some
To this
dude
day,
in a suit
it
and a
is
wig.
entirely unclear as to what exactly this
Or
creature
some
was
dude in a suit and a
what it
wig.
was doing out there in that
That's
area
my
late at night.
guess. That's
Do
my
you have
guess.
any theories as to what this could possibly be?
That, yeah, because especially when you look at it, when it zooms in like that, you could tell there's something off with that face.
This final video is absolutely guaranteed to make you scratch your head in bewilderment and
Okay.
fascination.
Oh god, are we talking aliens
Take a
now?
look at the footage and see if you can make out what you're looking at.
We talking aliens? What's going? Okay, it's aliens time. Chat, we got aliens. Hey, Lamau. Hey, Lamau.
The
What do
video
you think,
supposedly
by the way,
shows a
chat,
tall gray alien
of
away in a very
all
slow
of that
manner
supposed
as the
UFO
cameraman
footage that has now been
swearing.
confirmed? I
There are
guess
sounds of a helicopter
from
lurking
like
somewhere above.
all of this
You
UFO
can see the
things
eyes
that
and
have been
shape of the
declassified
alien's
by the
face,
government now.
and even its
I don't know what
eyes
to
as
make
it
of that.
walks
I'll be
away.
real. I don't know what to make of
I
that.
have attached the original and enhanced versions side by side, followed by close-ups.
What do you think? I don't.
The uploader
Exactly.
says that he came across this particular video on a random
Man, I don't
zipped
know about
folder
this one.
from a UFO website. He says that
I
he
don't know
doesn't
about this
remember
one.
whether or not the website was ufoevidence.org or ufocasebook.com.
Some very specific
We think that
websites
this
right there.
video is authentic and shows
Some
proof that
very
aliens
specific
exist
websites
in
right there.
plain
Oh my
sight.
god.
Be sure to let me know your
All right.
thoughts in the comments
All
below.
right.
And that was 5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did,
All right.
then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't know. The whole aliens thing with like the government supposedly like proving aliens exist now. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief. Seems a bit, I don't know, seems a bit too good to be true, you know? Seems a bit too good to be true. Says the dragon from outer space cosplaying as a vampire. says the dragon from outer space cosplaying as a vampire on the internet. Anyway. Look, I just violated my privacy, okay? All right. You know what actually legitimately kind of creeps me out? Haunted dolls. Absolutely not. Are y'all familiar? There's a channel I discovered recently. There's a channel I discovered recently, and I want to shout out the creator right now. Her name is Sakura Stardust. She does some really cool videos. But one of them caught my eye, and I thought it would be perfect for today. So give me a second, chat. Ah, found her. Perfect. I did have it in the right tab. Huzzah!
Hey guys! So, real quick before this video starts, I do want to let you guys know that I have another video that's going to be out this weekend, though this guy will be on my Patreon. So, if you enjoy this one and want some more new content right now, there's early access to my next video that's coming out in a week or so.
Sorry, I'm
on
just gonna take a
Patreon
drink of water. Give me a
currently,
second.
right now. Link to that will be in the pinned comment.
Oh, here we go.
Integral to Japan for the entirety of the country's history. They are used
Uh-huh.
to both celebrate and mourn. However, despite all of this, Japanese dolls have also been integral to rituals.
Oh, no,
and
Galaxy, I'm of the
curses
same
as
mind.
well. There are an abundance.
I'm of the same mind.
showcasing the
Burn the
horrors of
freaking cursed doll.
dolls,
Get it out of there.
as well as many real-life locations associated with them. So today we're
The
gonna
balloon is
take a
moving on
look
its
at
own,
the
paranormal.
ones. Awashima Shrine is a famous location in Japan, located in Kada Bay within Wakayama Prefecture. The shrine
that's
itself is
south.
dedicated primarily to the god of medicine, particularly in regards to women's health and fertility.
Interesting.
For this reason, it attracts many female patrons wanting to get pregnant or wishing for a safe and smooth birth.
Ah,
Despite
okay.
this, these reasons are not the main draw.
Hey, Dark King, welcome back. Oh, oh, God. I hate that.
The reason many flock to the shrine is
Oh, I hate that.
witness to over 20,000 dolls enshrined here.
I'm sorry, 20,000? Why? Why would you have that many in one place and they all look that creepy? Oh God,
giving
no.
The shrine the nickname of the Shrine of the Dolls. The majority of these dolls are Hina dolls brought to the shrine by the former owners.
Thank you, Middle Grandma.
Brought forward to be disposed of.
I played too many horror games to know what this leads up to.
Why? Why are these dolls left at this temple? Is there something wrong with them? Well, most of them do not carry malicious intent.
Okay.
These are the dolls you can visibly see along the shrine's exterior.
Okay.
The reason the dolls are brought here lies
right.
within Japanese culture and appropriate actions to take.
Kuon
with
much?
dolls.
Oh God.
So, allow me to provide you with a little context.
Yes, context helps,
According
thank
to
you.
Japanese folklore and superstition, dolls
Okay.
are objects highly likely to become possessed by a spirit or entity due to their human-like appearance.
Oh,
Some
well, shit.
dolls are even made to intentionally resemble a deceased person in order to encourage
Really?
their presence to return
Oh.
and visit family. So, if a doll is disposed of
Oh,
carelessly
no.
by being thrown in the trash or abandoned,
Uh-huh.
it is believed that the doll's spirit will become nefarious and vengeful, seeking revenge.
That's just the
and
Pokedex entry for
misfortune to
Bennett and
those who
Shuppet.
mistreated and abandoned them.
That's
We'll
literally
explore
just,
some
that's
incidents
just the
like this
Pokedex
a
entry
bit
for
later.
Shuppet and Bennett.
Luckily,
Oh my
there
God.
does exist a way to properly part ways with a doll. This is where Awashima Shrine comes in,
Okay.
as well as the rituals that take place here, known as Ningyo Kuyo. Most rituals entail a
Oh.
ritual cremation of the dolls, while others involve
thank God.
sending Hina dolls out to sea. While Awashima Shrine sits on the coast, the shrine performs cremations on the beach.
Huh.
This
Interesting.
only applies to the malevolent, good-natured dolls, however.
Oh.
For what the visitors do not see is the shrine's basement. And located
no.
within the shrine's basement are dolls brought to the shrine with iwakutsuki, or questionable or concerning origins.
Okay,
For
here
that
we go.
reason, the dolls are not publicly displayed or cremated with the untarnished dolls.
Huh.
This is for the safety of the public and to ensure the unadulterated dolls pass on properly. So, instead,
creepy.
these dolls remain
That's
behind
creepy.
locked doors that remain off limits to the public.
I
Over the
see.
years, those who tend to the shrine have witnessed many bizarre occurrences taking place in the basement, such as paranormal activity and one specific doll that has hair that continuously grows.
What? Oh, that's...
Not to be confused with another famous curse doll, this one is known as a miniature Okiku, and it was donated to the shrine
Oh
over
my
30
God.
years ago.
Oh,
When the family
no.
that owned this doll noticed its hair began growing on its own. Ever since that day, the doll
I would
has
be
remained
freaked out
locked
at that.
within the shrine's basement.
I would legitimately be freaked
Those
out
who
at that.
manage the shrine
Hell no.
refuse to show the doll or take it out of the basement at all.
Smart.
Claiming it houses a vile and dangerous energy.
Yeah, leave it there.
They also state that the doll prefers to remain undisturbed and untouched in the basement. For that reason, they maintain a safe distance even when in
No, burn the basement. Uh-oh.
This next
Fire!
doll involves
Exactly.
a Japanese doll, but a more modernized one. The
Really?
specific doll in question is what's known as a Rika-chan doll, a more westernized fashion doll that's still a
Oh,
popular
okay.
toy today.
Interesting.
Rika-chan was introduced to the Japanese toy market in 1967 by popular toy brand Takara Tomy, back when the company
Oh,
was
Takara
referred to
Tomy!
as Takara Vinyl. Around this
Oh!
time, Barbie dolls were
Huh.
already being distributed in
Fun.
Japan.
Fun fact, chat, Takara Tomy still exists today, and they also help produce the Masterpiece line of Transformers. Why do I know that? I own a couple. Why do I know that? Because I own a couple. They're expensive as hell. They're expensive as hell. to say, I'm like, is that the same Takara Tomy? And then I saw the logo. I'm like, that's the same Takara Tomy. Son of a bitch.
Though not as successfully as in the West. You see, Barbie and her more
Okay.
mature Western styles were often perceived as frightening to Japanese children. For this reason,
Okay,
moved
interesting.
forward with their own answer to Barbie with Nika-chan.
Interesting.
Nika's soft eyes and modest dress appealed to the Japanese consumer.
Takara's been in the toy business for a long time. They have.
Has typically been
How expensive?
preferred over a womanly, glamorous
Over
one.
$100.
While preference certainly has varied over
I'm not
the
even
years,
kidding.
This still remains
Over $100
prevalent. Nika
each.
herself is
And I have
an
2
11-year-old
masterpiece
elementary
figures.
School student of Japanese and French descent. She has
Oh,
one older sister
okay.
and 5 younger sisters, a set of twins and a set of triplets. She also has
I
3
know
dogs
Japan
and a
has, like-
parakeet.
I'm
The
sorry for pausing the video again, but I know Japan has like this thing where they love all things from France. They love French food, etc., etc. Like it's held in such high regard in Japan. It's kind of interesting to me, honestly. It's kind of interesting.
Despite Nika's harmless appearance, there
Okay.
exists a dark story spread among those in Japan for
Uh-oh.
decades now. One that greatly
Each, yes,
contrasts this
Galaxy, I
doll's
have 2.
sweet image. This is the story of the cursed Nika-chan doll.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sometime during the Showa era, there was a mishap.
Oh, okay, so
in
it's
one of
Showa
the
era, that was a
automotive
while ago.
factories. An error that resulted in a batch of new Rika dolls having 3 legs instead of 2.
Oh.
This third leg being muscular and not matching in the slightest.
Ah.
When children received these dolls, not seeing
Okay.
the third leg initially under the packaging, many became upset and even scared.
That,
Parents agreed to
huh.
exchange these dolls for ones that didn't have this jarring error.
That's unfortunate.
And this error was later recounted by many people online. These online users claiming that this was a very real mishap and that Takara swiftly issued
Okay.
a recall of the defective dolls. On
Okay.
online forums, some recalled receiving this doll as a child with an
There's a
extra
joke.
purple
There's a
leg. Others
there's a
claimed the
joke I
leg
can
had
make here, but I'm
hair,
not gonna make
while
it.
Others recounted it having a texture very similar to human skin. And
Oh,
this
ew,
is
hell
why
no.
the fabled Nika doll has been dubbed the cursed Nika-chan. Though many also claim this, that there was one girl, one that didn't find the defect unpleasant, one who saw her Nika-chan as unique and wanted to keep her. This Nika ended up being the girl's favorite doll, playing with her all the time, buying her new outfits that accommodate the extra leg, and bringing her along on family trips.
Alrighty
Though,
then.
as the years went on, the girl became a teenager, and soon a grown adult, no longer playing with toys. Over this time,
Japanese
she
embassy
kept
in
the
Paris
doll
is a
in
section set aside to
storage.
handle Japanese tourists who
Though
visit
eventually
Paris and are
did
shocked
come
by how
across the
reality
Nika
doesn't
doll
match their
within a box of her
expectations.
old things.
Oh yeah, I read that
Feeling she
somewhere.
needed to get
Fetch,
rid of some
yeah.
stuff She had sitting around in storage.
Like culture
she
shock, like
decided
massive
to
culture
go
shock.
ahead and throw away the box.
Yeah,
her
I remember reading
formerly
that.
beloved Nika-chan included.
Oh
Some
dear.
time had passed, and the woman learned of a phone service that allowed girls to call a number and speak to Rika-chan. This phone service,
Japan has so
really
many
just a
interesting things
pre-recorded
like that.
series of voice clips,
Huh,
made her
okay.
feel a bit sentimental. Wanting to hear
I-
Rika's voice,
Yeah,
she
I
dialed
could
the
see them
number.
being a bit sentimental.
And,
Yeah,
to her
yeah.
surprise, she heard no voice on the other end. After waiting a while, she hung up, deciding it was just some kind of error. It
Okay.
was much later that night, around 2 or 3 in the morning actually, when the woman heard her phone ringing. Startled awake,
Oh.
she groggily made
Oh,
her
no.
way to the front room to answer it.
Getting a phone
Once
call
she
at that
did,
early in
she
the
was
morning
met
is
with
never a good
something
sign for
quite
anything, y'all. I mean,
unexpected.
I'm saying that from experience.
Hi, it's Nika-chan.
Okay.
Gosh, it sure is cold over here. I'm surrounded by garbage and I hear this awful crushing noise. Why did you leave me here? I just
Nope.
want to come home.
Nope.
Thinking
Hell
this
no.
was some kind of bizarre prank,
No,
the
no,
woman
no.
abruptly hung up the phone and
No,
returned
no,
to
no, no,
bed.
no, no, no,
The
no.
next morning, after waking, another call
Hell
was
no.
received. The woman
When I used to have a
answered
doll, my
and
power
heard
went out in the
this.
house while I was watching Annabelle. Oh no, Dark King. Oh
I don't know
no.
why you hung up on me last night, but I wanted to let you know that I'll be coming home real soon.
Oh, hell
On my
no.
way.
This time,
That's
the
when you
woman
lock
was
all the doors and
genuinely
windows.
freaked out. She yelled at the caller to leave
That's
her alone before
that's when you
hanging
lock
up.
all the doors and windows.
And it
Hell
wasn't
no,
long
son.
before the phone rang again.
No, 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 no.
Why did you shout at me?
I screamed like a damn goat.
Never shouted at me.
I would have screamed like a damn goat too. You kidding
I'm on
me?
your street. It really Surely it won't be long before we're
Oh,
together
stalker
again.
haunted doll. That's worse.
Don't you miss me?
That's worse.
Upon hanging up this time, no word spoken, the woman
no.
rushed outside and
No.
looked around.
That's
She
worse.
saw nothing down the street and rushed back inside, making sure all doors and windows were locked.
Smart.
She closed all her
Smart.
blinds as well.
Jesus.
Unsure who was responsible for this sick joke. Soon the phone rang yet again. The woman answered with trembling hands and
Burn it
shouted at the
all.
caller to stop harassing her, to just leave her alone.
Oh my
That This
god.
joke went on long enough.
I would be terrified at that point. Are you kidding me?
Open the door.
And after hanging up this time, the phone
No.
rang again, immediately. The woman ignored it this time,
Okay.
terrified, but it never stopped ringing. After 5 minutes, maybe even 10, she
my
answered
God.
the phone one last time. When Nika spoke this time, she said this.
Hide. Exactly.
It's Dika again. I'm right behind you.
Oh! Oh! Oh god! Oh! No! Oh, that one gave me goosebumps. All right, well done. That one gave me goosebumps.
Nanmenji is a long-standing temple with a lot
That
of
one-
history, being a
Ooh, that one got me. Oh, that one got me, chat. Ooh, I legitimately have goosebumps right now. That one got me. Oh my lord, that one got me. Ooh. Ooh. Out the window. Good night. I'm out of here. See ya. Ooh, that one legitimately got me. Ooh, well done. Well done. That one actually got me. Holy crap.
established hundreds of years ago
Ooh,
and
wow.
sits in the mountains, far away from most civilization. Getting there in itself is quite the challenge, as there are no bus stops nearby, and without your own method of transport, you'd have to pay a great deal of money in
That one
cab
actually
fees.
got me, chat.
That is,
Holy
if
shit.
it's not snowing. Being in such a desolate mountainous part of Japan, the snow
Yeah.
makes the roads impossible
yeah.
to
Have you
traverse during
seen-
harsh winters. In
Oh
addition to
god, have
all
you
of that,
seen
the temple is
the
not
how much
open to the
snow
public,
Hokkaido
and
gets,
visitors are
chat?
not
It's wild.
encouraged. Nowadays,
It's
a
wild.
form is required just to grant access to the property. With all of that considered, it's
Okay.
clear to see that Mannenji Temple does not want people physically traveling to its location.
Oh
and
dear.
that location is one far away from most towns and cities. Is there
Uh-huh.
a reason for this? While the temple wasn't erected in such a desolate place intentionally, the location now serves as ideal. This is because one of Japan's most fear-inducing
I went there
objects
once. Nice to
is
see until I
held
came out
within
the
this
store.
temple's
Yeah.
very walls. For almost 100 years, the
For
shrine has
what?
been home to
Really?
a
100
peculiar
years?
doll, one that is said to grow human hair at the rate of a 3-year-old child, completely on its own without
that's
any
creepy.
reason as to why it does so.
Okay.
Some even say she grows human nails as well.
Oh,
Both hair and nails needed
Ew.
to be trimmed routinely by the temple priests.
no, that's not a
This
job
is,
I'd want.
According
No,
to
no,
stories
thank you.
and eyewitness accounts, a task
Nope.
that has been carried out for as
Nope.
long as this doll has
Not a job I'd
resided
want,
at
thank you.
Mannenji. This doll is Okiku, arguably Japan's most infamous doll.
Really? Alrighty then. Huh. Okiku.
Out of all the horrific doll stories to grace Japan, none are as infamous and well known as the tale of Okiku, a tragic yet somewhat terrifying tale that has been told many times in the past. So, in an attempt
Okay.
to not give you guys the same song and dance, allow me to present my own retelling of the tale of Okiku.
Oh boy. Here we go, chat. Hold on to your butts.
The year is 1918. A 17-year-old boy named Eikichi Suzuki was visiting Sapporo to see a marine exhibition. During his trip,
okay.
he visited Tanuki Koji, a famous shopping street within the city. It was here, displayed within a shop window, where he noticed a beautiful porcelain doll.
Oh boy.
This doll was about 40
It's always the
centimeters
porcelain
tall,
ones that get
being around
haunted, man.
16 inches. Her eyes were a deep and beautiful
Why is it
black
always the
color,
porcelain dolls
and
that
her
get
hair was
haunted?
styled in a neat
Seriously,
bob
what the
cut,
crap?
uniform and not reaching past her shoulders.
Absolutely
not a
not.
single
No,
hair
no.
out of place.
Uh-huh.
The doll was dressed in a beautiful red kimono. Ekichi was immediately
I've actually never heard this
drawn
story
to the
before,
doll
chat.
and wasted no time in
So I'm
buying
kind of
it.
interested to see where this
Following the
goes. I've
exhibition,
never heard
after
this
returning
before.
home to his small hometown,
Okay.
he gifted the doll to his
Okay.
younger sister, a 2-year-old
That's a
little
mistake?
girl named Kiku. Kiku was immediately
The eyes
taken
are
by this
creepy, they
doll
really
as well.
are.
It wasn't long before Kiku had decided to name the doll Kiku as well. Kiku loved her doll and she played with it every single day. Doing absolutely everything with this doll, it never left the little girl's sight. Throughout the good
That's
times
cute and
the
wholesome,
bad.
but
With that said, it was only a year later, when Kiku was only 3 years old, that she fell ill.
oh, fetch! I never thought about it
What
that way
initially
before.
seemed
Oh
like just a
God,
cold only
that makes a lot of
worsened as time
sense.
went on. The little girl's doll
Did I hear
remained
about
at
the
her
killings
side
to
throughout
Japan?
everything,
No, I did not, Dark King.
up until Kiku's tragic passing from her illness in the year 1919.
Aww.
The family was stricken with grief, to say the least, struggling with the reality of losing their beloved daughter at such a young age. Before Kiku could truly grow up and live her life, all the family could physically attribute to Kiku now was her beloved doll. Initially intended to be laid to rest with Kiku's body, some confusion during the funeral proceedings resulted in the doll not being laid to rest at the gravesite.
Uh-oh.
So, instead, fully intending
Okay.
to treat the beloved doll with respect, the family placed Okiku within their home's altar, praying to the doll every single day in hopes that Kiku's spirit will pass on peacefully.
Okay, I
Now,
see.
one
Oh, I see where this
could
is
hope for
going.
this outcome
I see
and
where this
some
is
kind of
going now.
closure and
Uh-oh.
resolution to the
Uh-oh.
family's misfortune.
Uh-oh. I
Things
see
did
where this
not
is going
end there.
now.
After some time, the family noticed that the blunt short hair of the doll was somehow becoming longer.
Oh, boy.
Longer and more unruly, losing the original uniform
At least
straight
don't broke the
shape.
Japanese government sent
As
priests to
time
deal
went
with it.
on,
Oh
the hair only
no.
grew
Oh
longer.
no.
Just like a real child that had
The
their
ever-growing hair has been
growing and not
even been
styled
tested
or
and confirmed by
brushed in any
scientists
way.
to be real
The
human hair.
family,
That
while
is
surprised and confused by
terrifying,
this, did not
actually.
wish to get rid of the doll. This phenomenon was
Ugh.
not something that scared them. While the hair growing from Okiku's head was
That's
jarring,
creepy.
the doll didn't cause any trouble and did not have any nefarious intent.
Okay,
However,
yeah, but
they
that's still
eventually
creepy, though.
concluded that Kiku's restless spirit, not wanting to pass on,
Yeah.
may have possessed the doll. After all,
That
it
checks,
was her
okay.
absolute favorite thing
Uh-huh.
in this world. With this in mind, the family continued to pray to the doll every day, grateful for Kiku's presence still being with them in some way.
That's
It was
creepy.
much later
Honestly,
on,
this is
almost
still really
20
creepy
years
to me.
following Kiku's passing,
Broken
when the
for
family
1,000
was
years.
preparing to move outside of Japan.
Oh!
While they had
Oh,
continued
that
praying
stone!
to Okiku each and every day
Yeah.
without fail,
Yeah.
they didn't feel
Oh,
right
that's
about taking the
wild,
doll
Dark
with
King.
them.
Holy cow.
Feeling as though the doll retained its supernatural ability to grow hair due to being in close proximity to Kiku's grave. Perhaps
Okay.
part of them also felt that Kiku's doll should be in the care of a temple so that her soul could finally be at peace. With all of that in mind, in 1938, the family left Okiku in the care of a priest at Mannenji Temple before departing. Though they did warn those there about the growing hair so that there wouldn't be
Hey,
any
this
surprises.
is here. Take this creepy
After
doll.
some
We're gonna
time,
leave
the
now.
original priest
Bye.
was able to confirm this
Can you
himself.
imagine doing
And
that?
in the many years since, the temple has done well in keeping their promise and
Can you
caring for
imagine?
Okiku just as her family had. Whether the girl's spirit or just a portion of her influence
Oh my
causes
God.
Okiku to grow hair, who is to say? The temple adorns Okiku's shrine with photos taken throughout the years, all of which show the doll with different hair lengths. According to the shrine, a sample of Okiku's hair was once tested by a lab as well.
Oh, yeah.
With the results indicating that the hair is the same in structure to a human female child.
Yeah.
They also included that
Yeah,
the rate
Metal
of the
Grandma,
hair
see, yeah, they
growth
confirmed
was
that.
akin to a young girl about 3 years of age.
Oh my God.
It is completely unknown how much truth there is to this.
Huh.
However, the legend of Okiku remains prevalent throughout Japan to this very day.
That is creepy as shit. The dolls of Nagoro Village. Uh-oh.
Much like many other
Uh-oh.
island villages throughout Japan, most notably the famous Cat Islands, Shikoku was once thriving with a rich community. The story often remains the same for these small locales. Places that were once
Oh, yeah,
thriving and prosperous, later seeing their population slowly leave for the mainland or seek out more opportunities as the years went
Abandoned
on.
villages.
eventually
Yeah.
being nowhere and becoming a ghost town. Nagoro is a village that sits in Iya Valley, a desolate location surrounded by mountains. The village itself was never exactly booming, having only around 400 or 500 residents at its peak.
True,
This is
true.
far
Okay.
from today's
Yeah,
numbers,
that's
as the
kind of
village had a
a
population of just 35
that's kind of
in 2015 and 27
something that happens in Japan,
2019,
honestly.
with the number likely
Just
being
abandoned
even lower
villages,
today.
abandoned
As
cities.
people both left and passed away, it brought a lot
I mean,
of dismay
granted,
and
that happens
sadness to
everywhere,
one
but
of the
still.
town's residents. This resident
I burned the doll,
being
put the remains in a silver box,
Suki
blessed, and sent it to Mexico.
Ayano was born in the area. While Ayano moved from Nagoro as a
There's so many of those in
child,
Japan.
she
Yeah, I
never
know
turned to care
Warlock.
for
Yeah,
her
yeah,
elderly
yeah.
father in the early 2000s. Noticing
Like, if you
how
go on
abandoned
Google
the
Maps, I'm
village
sure you
had
can see
become
some.
over the years, she decided to memorialize the life it once held in a rather unique way.
All right, how unique are we oh, that's Uncanny Valley. We're officially in the, oh yeah, no, we're officially in the Uncanny Valley now, and I hate it.
It was in her own father's likeness that she created her first
Okay.
doll. A doll not made from porcelain or in the resemblance of any smaller traditional ones one may
Uncanny
picture in
Village. All right,
mind.
fair.
Rather, a life-size
Fair,
doll
fair.
made to resemble a real person. This first doll was placed outside to appear working in a field, a sight that was once common in Nagoro. It wasn't long after this
I mean,
that Ayano
yeah.
felt this doll filled a void, and its presence was somewhat soothing.
Yeah, I was
People
about to say,
using
okay,
dolls
I
to
can
cope
kind of
with
see where
grief
she's
and
coming
complex
from.
Negative emotions is actually common and effective. Dolls have been given out to help nursing home patients in coping and encouraging a positive mental state. In addition, women who have suffered
Okay, in my
miscarriages
defense though, if I was in that village at night and I saw one of those dolls like without having an access to a flashlight or anything, I'd still be freaked the hell out about that. I'm not gonna lie. I get where this woman's coming from. This is actually really wholesome and cute. I would still be scared out of my mind if I just happened to run up on one of those dolls like in the middle of the night. Oh god.
stillbirth or struggle to conceive in general will often purchase realistic baby dolls referred to as real dolls to nurture and love as if they were their own baby. Ayano's joy in seeing that first doll
Sorry,
out
there's something
there in
about
the
the
field
face.
urged her to
There's something about the
continue,
face that weirds me
deciding to
out
make a
too.
doll in
I
the
can't
likeness
put
of
it.
every former
I can't
village
like-
member who had moved away or passed on. The one she remembered, that is. Decades passed.
I can't put my
and
finger on
Ayano
it. There's something
continued
about
to
the
make these
face
dolls
that
as
creeps
more
me
and
out a
more
bit.
people left or passed on. Eventually,
There's something about
Ayano
the
finished
face that creeps me out a
350
tiny
of
bit.
these life-size human dolls, most of which being
350?
based on real people.
Wow,
both
alright.
alive and deceased.
Damn.
These dolls decorate every facet of this abandoned village. Couples on park benches, families outside on the front porch of
That's
now empty
kind of
homes,
cute. I'm not
women
gonna lie.
outside
That's kind of
farming
cute.
and men fishing. Each scene really creating a time long past.
I can see how this can be
Nagoro's
both cute
creator
and still
greatly
kind of
longs
scary.
for.
Honestly.
Looking up Nagoro Village on Google Images will yield many unsettling image results of the village and the dolls.
Oh,
to
yeah.
those unfamiliar with the village's backstory, these images are quite haunting. And
Sure
as
are.
the years
Yep.
went on, Nagoro faced yet another devastating blow. The
Oh?
final two students and the final two young people in the entire village had graduated school.
Ah,
This
I
meant no more
see.
students to teach, and the school had no choice but to permanently shut down.
Oh.
With this, the few left in Nagoro decided to come together and help somewhat, creating a student body of dolls to decorate the schoolhouse with. Two of these dolls made to resemble the two final graduates. Walking through this
Oh, that's
village,
kinda
a
sweet,
completely
though.
barren village
Okay.
with no people, only dolls,
That's
is
kinda
quite
sweet.
unsettling without understanding the context. And there may soon come a time when no villagers remain within Nagoro, when the only memory left behind will be these dolls. A lonely glimpse at the vibrance Nagoro once had. Something that may never be
Wow.
seen again.
Okay. Okay. Less creepy. Less creepy. Somewhat still creepy. I don't know. It's the face.
Sometimes described
face
as
to
the
me.
Chucky doll of Japan,
Oh,
the
no.
story of Noroko is one similar
Oh,
to
no.
Okiku, but far
SCP-7600,
darker
the
in nature.
village who wish to continue
While
living.
Okiku
Son, is
a
that an
doll
actual
treated with
SCP?
respect even to this day, and said to house the gentle spirit of a young girl who was loved while living.
Okay.
This is not the case for Noroko.
Ah!
Noroko was a woman who lived during feudal
The
Japan.
fuck was that?
She was said to be unparalleled.
Nah, but I could
in
totally see it, though.
beauty
Yeah, it
and truly
sounded like it,
beloved
yeah.
by the community. She was sought after by many for her beauty, though some seeked her out for different and unexpected reasons.
You don't
Her
say.
beauty
Oh dear.
eventually caught the attention of a Buddhist sect. This sect invited her to stay the night at their temple.
Chucky is
treating her
kickable.
with
Chucky is very
utmost
kickable, yes.
hospitality and an expensive meal to warm her up
Extremely
to them.
so.
That night, as she slept, one of the priests snuck into Nodoko's room.
Oh no.
Using a cleansed sacrificial knife to strike her through the heart.
What the fuck?
Immediately
Yo, hold
following,
on.
the
What?
priests
What?
gathered to
What?
perform a long band fertility ritual,
Oh.
smearing her crimson blood across every last inch of the doll's surface.
Oh no.
This is said to have attached Nodoko's soul to this doll.
What
and
the
Nodoko herself,
That's so
having
creepy.
never been able to marry one of her many potential suitors or bear children
What
of
the
her own to carry on her beauty.
Man, that's
became
that's
angry,
fucked up.
Vengeful and aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Her
Yeah, see, no,
spirit,
that's your
bound
own
to
fault.
this doll against her will, darkened with an energy too strong for
That's
those
your own
living
fault.
to contain. The doll continued gathering dark energy.
That's
as
your
the
own
years
damn
passed
fault.
by.
Went to a hot
This
topic and
doll,
was say a
having been
life-size
passed
doll of
from
Chucky
owner to
and the
owner for
bride.
hundreds of
Oh,
years,
damn.
is said to have
And the
caused
Chucky doll
mishaps
fell on
to
me. Oh,
everyone
no.
who has obtained it. Today, it's said to exist within a vault or storage facility of some kind, owned by a wealthy private collector.
Of course.
First-hand
Of course some
accounts
rich dude has
describe
it.
This doll coming alive and becoming active in the dead of night.
Of course
Always
some
at the
rich dude
same
has a
time
haunted
each
doll.
night.
That's how
This
every
time is
horror
when
movie
Nodoko
starts
is
out.
speculated to have been wronged by that temple all those years ago.
Oh my
Some
god.
even say that the wealthy collector was ultimately the victim of the doll's wrath at this hour, and
Yeah.
that's why the doll now sits in storage.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh my god. Wara Ningyo. Oh, boy.
Waraningyo, meaning straw doll in
Oh.
Japanese, were commonplace in ancient
Interesting.
Japan. These are dolls
Once again,
never
we
meant
circle
to
back
be
to the
used
Blair
for
Witch Project.
celebrating or playing with. Similar to the Western concept of a voodoo doll, Waraningyo are created for ritualistic purposes. This brings us back to Japanese
How every
beliefs
other horror
regarding
game starts.
spirits and
Exactly.
dolls. Dolls with humanoid likeness are believed to be capable of housing a lost or distressed human soul due to their likeness matching that of a real human body.
Yeah.
For this
Yeah.
reason, Waraningyo were created with the intention of intentionally attaching these spirits and capturing them. The
Uh-oh.
target typically being evil spirits.
Yeah, I was about to
Waraningyo
say,
are
I've
often
seen
created, then
I've seen
left
so many
outside,
anime
around the
about that.
perimeter of homes and shrines, and even along roads and trails.
Trying to
This is meant to
seal
encourage spirits to inhabit the
evil
doll and
spirits or
prevent them from
ghosts or
causing
what
harm
have
to
you
others.
inside of a straw
One
doll
recorded
inside of the
instance was lining
Waraningyo.
a village road with Waraningyo to protect
A few
the
anime
village
have
from
done that. A
spreading
few anime
plague.
have done
As
have done with
nefarious
that
entities
trope,
were thought to be
as
a
it were.
fault for rapidly spreading illnesses. These dolls were considered highly dangerous after their purpose was served. These possessed dolls were ultimately dumped into rivers to purify and remove
Into
the
rivers?
spirits. Though this
Okay.
was not the outcome of all Waraningyo.
Oh,
Some
no.
were used with malicious intent when performing rituals with the intention of cursing.
Oh,
This
yep,
type
here
of
we go.
dark
Yeah.
ritual requires human hair, and the doll itself has to be constructed in a way that differs from the other Waraningyo. These rituals
Really? How
were
so?
quickly made illegal, as was the construction of these types of dolls. And who's to say how much damage these dolls have caused?
Huh. Damn, Japan, why you gotta be creepy like that? Damn, Japan, why you gotta be creepy like that? Holy moly. Oh yeah, Galaxy, I have, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen, like, any Chucky movie. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I've seen any Chucky movie. Alright, chat, I'm gonna take another very quick break. The opposite this time of the first one. I'm out of water, and I desperately need some water. Alright, stretch and hydrate. I'll check y'all in a little bit. Alright, BRB. Chat, are you ready? Chat, are you ready? Oh, chat, it's time! Oh, chat, it's time to catch up with our good friend B. Dylan Hollis, because my goodness, he has been busy, hasn't he? The lad has been busy, hasn't he? My goodness. The lad has been quite busy. Oh my god. By the way, baking yesteryear. Oh, so good. So good. I still need to actually, because I've been saying this for months and just, I've had different things pop up and like take my attention. But I had to actually just sit down and record that Chef Bites episode of me going through, and just making a recipe from baking yesteryear. I need to get started on that. I need to get off my lazy butt and start that, honestly. Some of the recipes can certainly count as horror. You are absolutely right, Perso. You are absolutely correct. Oh my good gracious. So he uploaded this. What did he upload this? 2 weeks ago. He uploaded this 2 weeks ago. It's just a 5-minute montage of unreleased B. Dylan Hollis footage. And I'm here for this. Let's go. Let's go.
I think I broke my retainer. Those happy hours that we once knew.
He's so talented. Look at him.
So long ago, still make me blue. That's quite majestical.
Majestical?
Majestical? Majestic.
Majestic.
Fuck, it's a B.
So you think I'm skinny?
I have a college degree.
I have a college
I've been
degree.
Here for 15 minutes trying to figure what the fuck is this? What's gentrified yuppie shit? You pull that goes up. This is just a movable bar. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
The fuck is? I don't understand.
Mood.
Who
Actually.
or why? I need to have Cirque du fucking Soleil.
Cirque du fucking Soleil.
Yes. Wyoming's too cold.
Wyoming's too
Too
cold.
bloody cold.
You don't say, Dylan.
Since living is pain here, why anyone came here, I've yet to be told. If it isn't the wind that makes you cry, it's the snow in mid-July.
Oh no!
I can't
Oh
feel
no!
my fingers. My bitterness lingers. Wyoming's too cold.
The snow in mid-July.
Where am I? Where is anybody? Where is that giant dust storm going? Where is my shirt?
Where is your shirt, Dylan?
Questions.
Why do I look so straight?
Where is your shirt, Dylan?
Oh God, this is your. To think that all of the cumulative seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, fortnights of my life have led me to here, to a Dunkin' Donuts in Farmington, New Mexico, is astounding. This town sucks ass. So I climbed it up some rocks. And when you're climbing up, you don't look down because you're looking up. But once you are up, then of course you look down and you realize you didn't think about climbing down.
Yeah, huh?
So
You don't say, Dylan.
it's not that far, but
I'd say it's pretty far, Dylan. Jesus.
Yo, what the fuck is you?
The
What are
fuck
you
is-
looking at? Hello. Are
Lizard
you
friend.
interested in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Why are you? That thing's huge. Are you interested in helping me get down from this godforsaken mountain? Please. God damn. Oh,
Oh, God.
Don't you fucking come at me. Please. You are right where I need to. If you jump on me, I will shit my pants. I am larger than you.
I am larger than
pounce position. Get the fuck away from me, you motherfucker. I'm gonna have to jump down from this. I will go.
You see this book? I righted it. I did. I wrote it myself. And in my personal, definitely unbiased opinion, I think you should pick one up. Wrote it. It's
Already
called
did.
Baking yesteryear. Wrote it.
Roaded.
Hey there, need anything?
Ma'am, what is your voice?
What is your voice?
Stay safe.
Hi, it's me. We got a table here. It's got some curvature to it, some breastature, some femininity.
Oh, what?
And there's a desk. Did I say that was a desk? That's a table. This is a desk. You can tell because it's like 5 inches lower. This is a window because it's transparent. And,
This is a window 'cause
the
it's
train
transparent.
station.
It's
And
so
that's a bed. You
unhinged. I
sleep
love
on
it.
That. This is a.
We need more
An
unfiltered
ottoman.
Dylan,
No,
okay?
This is a Chase. Chase? Hate
We need
that
more
name. It's
unfiltered
for
Dylan
very white
content.
boy.
This is one of the most liminal spaces.
Oh, this is so liminal.
I've ever
Oh my
seen.
God, what the heck?
These are the guest rooms.
That is like... I swear to God, this is a backrooms level. This is just a backrooms level, okay? This is just a backrooms level.
Appear to be the only guest.
Yeah, no, this is just a backrooms level.
Back to another unpretentious baked goods review. Today I have muffins from a supermarket. Don't open your mouth about my hair. I'm lost. These are Sin Crumble muffins, which sounds like a religious incantation. Unfortunately,
Okay.
Sin stands for cinnamon and not our collective carnal.
Cinnamon.
disease. I picked these up at a Stater Brothers in 29 Palms, California, a town whose founder is very fond of counting things. Here we go. Well, it's a muffin. A little dry, but that might just be the sin. I give this a 6 out of 10. Oh. Did you know that they named every one of these trees Joshua? Freaks. It's a weird state.
Yes.
It should be red. Hi, Steven. I need another drink.
Digestive gut. I don't know. I think the enema seems. You're still offering the enemas?
Oh my God.
Get the turkey baster.
Oh my God. That's a hell of a part of the conversation to come into. Oh my goodness. Dylan!
Easiest way for enema is you can go water skiing and then just let go and sit down.
Oh boy. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. All right. There was one. Yeah, because there's one of his long form videos I actually haven't checked out yet, and it was this one, the tomato soup cake. I have questions about this recipe, chat. I really do.
Gentles and ladymen, the unpresuming tomato.
Gentles and
It's a
ladymen.
venerated fruit with its foot thoroughly in the door of savory cookery. It has a variety of uses which are near infinite, from salads to pasta sauces. And one of
Okay,
those
yep.
is within the condensed tomato soup. Yes, this is a canned goods staple, unassuming and commonplace. In fact, I'm quite sure it's a felony in at least 28 states for one to consume a grilled cheese sandwich without this. It is expected. What isn't expected is for this to find its way into a cake. Yeah, boy. That's right, in mid-century America, the Campbell's Corporation decided it would be a good idea to broadcast to the nation at large that Campbell's tomato soup could be a feature presentation within the dessert cake. Not only that, but that you at home could and should make one. Now, while this specific recipe does come from 1950 itself, it's quite hard to date the Campbell's tomato soup cake because it's had...
This was his first long-form video. Oh, yeah, it was. You're right.
This has been the secret ingredient in many spice and fruit cakes, and the
I only have tomato soup along with the grilled cheese sandwich. I've got a really cool recipe for like homemade tomato soup.
Cake, which is the variation of this cake which is proven to have the most lasting power. Now, we shouldn't speak about the tomato soup cake without first speaking about recipes and advertising, because in my humble opinion, that's the reason why this exists. The basic notion is that a recipe as an instruction could be utilized as an advertisement.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah.
To sell one or more of the ingredients contained
That's
within.
true.
And with money as an incentive, you can see how this might become problematic. Now, personally, I divide recipe advertisements into 3 categories. The useful, the monoperspective, and the egregious.
The egregious?
Ads are found on the products themselves, specifically pantry staples. Say, for example, an oatmeal cookie recipe found on the lid of the oatmeal container,
true.
or a bread recipe found on the reverse of a flour bag. These are everyday ingredients that in all likelihood we're going to be purchasing anyway, so the inclusion of a recipe is just
that checks.
Now, the recipe is there to incentivize a purchase, but it
That
also
checks.
serves us as a positive. Now, the monoperspective ad is a little more unpalatable, and they come in the form of brand-produced cookbooks, often given away or sold at a loss. These are brands for products like vegetable shortening or corn flour, items which have their uses. An example of this is my Crisco cookbook.
Yes, the Crisco cookbook.
Of dishes, many
Oh
of which
dear.
aren't too bad. The issue is that each and every recipe specifically cites Crisco, in all caps for that matter, and each recipe was written with Crisco in mind. The book omits the fact that many of those lunches, dinners, and desserts would taste a whole lot better if one would just use butter or another cooking fat. It is monoperspective. In fact, these
monoperspective, that
recipe
checks.
didn't come from a singular
That
company
checks.
at all. Take, for example, this. Proven recipes showing the uses of the 3 great products from corn. By the Corn
What a
Products
title.
Trading Company. This is just an interest group
What a
mafia of
title.
companies vying to make their cash crop dominant by utilizing this advertisement cookbook as part of their armamentarium to make America open their eyes to the fact that there are more uses to corn than we realize. As a matter of fact, this right here is a historical functional stepping stone example giving us an inclination as to what the future was going to be. Namely, the ubiquity of corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup in American food goods today. They are convincing. And finally, we have the egregious recipe ads. These are far-fetched, bad, wacky ideas that have no place in your kitchen or on your plate. An example of this is the
You don't say, Dylan.
Jell-O cookbook. Jell-O has no business being a
Not
daily
Jell-O
fixture in
again.
your life,
Oh
and
no.
The need for 96 different recipes utilizing it is non-existent. Here stands the magic tomato soup cake. Wanting to manifest a greater demand for tomato soup, some right
All right,
hand
what
came
is
up with
this?
The question
What is this
it all
nightmare?
baloney? No,
Yep.
it's tomato soup. We of course begin with the creaming of margarine and sugar. Now, I've always found this recipe a little bit off because it asks us to cream an entire cup of sugar into just 2 tablespoons of margarine.
What?
And if you're at all familiar with the creaming method, you'll know this is difficult. But I ain't a quitter. When I say that this is as far as you're gonna get, I mean it. Physics disallows us.
Why?
Also,
That-
don't mind this. This is just a casual 2 pounds of lard. I didn't expect this career path. Next up, we're asked to sift our 2 cups of flour no less than 4 times. The
What?
first with just flour. Now for the spices, we have a teaspoon each of cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I call these the 3 horsemen of the apocalypse. In you go.
Cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. The 3 horsemen of the apocalypse. Dylan.
And nutmeg. I call these the 3 horsemen of the apocalypse. In you go. Boop. And the cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Just a little mix with a fork. And then
There we
3
go.
more times. You know, with today's modern flour manufacturing processes, this is a step that we don't need to do anymore. However, the sifting of flour is still useful in recipes which
It
need
is.
a lot of air, like angel food cake. We should have sifted this with a bit of salt. Don't tell on me. Now in a separate bowl,
Don't tell
goes
on
an
me.
entire can of condensed tomato soup.
Uh-oh.
Adding to it 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You can really see how the acidity of the tomato soup has activated the baking soda, and that's what makes this so fluffy, and that's what will make the cake so fluffy. We simply alternate adding our tomato soup and soda, and our flour. Then just turn this into a floured loaf.
Huh.
So the recipe does specifically ask us to bake this in an 8.5 by 4.5 loaf tin. But frankly, that is a daft size for a tin, and I don't have one. So in this goes at 350 Fahrenheit for about 50 minutes, though I would check it at 40. This is a done tomato soup cake if I've ever seen one.
And mine did take the full 50. Now on to the
Interesting, okay.
The recipe that I used in my TikTok called for a plain as day confectioner's sugar and milk icing, not even any vanilla. This
Interesting
identical recipe from the same year with the same exact ingredients from a carefully pseudonymed Mrs. GK, again, unlikely in this advertising snippet, calls for a creamy chocolate frosting, which is cream cheese based. But I tell you, I had so much fun with that icing, so we're just gonna do that. Just a plain old half cup of milk, and then enough confectioner's sugar to get us thick. You might also call it icing sugar or powdered sugar, or hell, you might call it Lucy. I'm not stopping you. You know, thinking of it, you might just want a quarter cup of milk. However, it was somewhat intentional because I wanted to cover up these flower spots. Well, looky here.
Oh, that's some good looking icing.
A horrifying glaze job for a frighteningly named cake. Overboard? It's kind of sad.
That's a lot. That's a lot of icing, Dylan.
When people ask me, how did you learn to bake? Because I didn't. So isn't it? It's been a while.
That's a lot of icing, Dylan.
It is just crazy. On one hand, your mouth thinks it tastes like chocolate, which is bizarre.
That's very bizarre.
But on the other hand, and perhaps more importantly, is that
Thicker than my self-doubt. Oh my god.
Soup, and that is a huge constituent of this cake. Condensed. It's one of those things where I wouldn't go out of my way to bake it, but you should bake it at least once to surprise some dinner guests. Serve it for dessert at a dinner party, and then at the end you say, "You'd never guess what's in that cake." Party trick. So, friends,
I might do that,
days,
honestly.
And within those few days, I got to thinking, you know, perhaps I was a bit too dismissive of Mrs. GK's creamy chocolate cream cheese frosting.
You
so
don't
behind me, I have
say.
another tomato soup cake in the oven because I want to give this a shot.
Okay.
You know, Mrs. GK, Campbell's, whomever it may be, created this magic tomato soup cake with this frosting in mind, so who am I to push them aside? So here's our second tomato soup cake, and it seems to have turned out a lot better than the first. Why is it that whenever I bake things as an afterthought, in passing, or in a rush, do they seem to turn out better? Like, is that just me? I have been plagued by
No, that's been me as well. That's that, yeah.
Too much, it turns out perfectly. The frosting begins with us beating 3 ounces of cream cheese together with 3 tablespoons of milk. So, let's get down the big boy. Cream cheese.
Here we go.
No, I do not
Stand
have
mixer.
fancy KitchenAid. Scrape down the sides.
I could not survive.
3 tablespoons of milk.
I could not survive without my.
We start gradually adding 3 cups
I could not survive without my stand mixer. I'm telling you that right now. Welcome back, Ayashi.
So this has made quite a lovely
Culinary horror,
cream
exactly.
cheese frosting, but now on to chocolate. And it's here where we run into some trouble because the recipe asks for 2 squares of bitter chocolate.
Oh.
And there isn't a nation on earth that I'm familiar with that upholds a square as a unit of measurement. So we are left to ponder how much they want. Now I have a bar here of bittersweet chocolate. It's not bitter nor sweet. And
That's saying something coming from an actual chef. Exactly, R2. You get it.
And I don't
You
think
get
Mrs.
it.
GK means just 2 of those, meaning half an ounce. I think Mrs. GK must mean 2 half-ounce squares, which would be, of course, an ounce. But that doesn't seem like a lot for chocolate frosting, does it? But then doubling that seems a little bit too much. So we're going to start with just an ounce of chocolate, melt that down in the microwave, and then go from there. In you go. You know, I think that might have been enough. It's a bit of a sickly pallor for a chocolate frosting, but I reckon that's perhaps what Mrs. GK wanted. In goes a teaspoon
It's more.
of vanilla.
Yeah, I was about to say it's more.
Cake time! Now, I think we've already established
It's more cream
quite
cheese
well
than
that this
chocolate, but I
part
get it.
Baking is not my forte, but let's see what we can't do.
Oh, that frosting actually kind of looks good though.
They're baking things looking like it's fit for the gods.
Excuse me. Damn it.
I don't know about you, but I think it's safe to say that this cake
I could not mute in time.
Frosted.
Damn.
This is a lot better than the first. But does it taste a lot better?
Let's see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, it does.
Oh my god.
It goes perfectly with the tomato soup. I'm sorry for doubting Mrs. GK. So, although our tomato soup cake is aligned more with novelty than it is proper baking, I believe it has its place. It is a surprisingly wonderful combination of flavors that I think you should experience. So here's to that, and I'll see you soon.
I don't know. I don't know. Part of me wants to try it. Part of me wants to try it, maybe. But at the same time, I don't know. At the same time, I'm not sure. Ugh. Excuse me, my fall allergies have been kicking my ass lately. God. My fall allergies have been whooping my butt lately, chat. Oh my god in heaven. And ugh. The chocolate cream cheese icing gave the double chocolate cake taste. Yeah, right! You would think that. It's still strange to me that a cake using tomato soup as a base will taste like chocolate on its own. I would love to see the science behind that, because I don't know if I fully believe that myself without trying it. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let me switch something else around here real quickly. Badoop, badoop. Oh, that's entirely on the wrong window. Oh, come on. Seriously? Ah, okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I don't know why. There we go. There we go. All right, we're good. We're back. That was weird. I wouldn't switch the window for some reason. Like, it refused to switch the window until I, like, specifically minimized that menu again, but we're fine. We're back. We're back. Best window. Thanks, son. Appreciate that. All right, let's go. Pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. Oh.
Well, hello and welcome back to another unpretentious baked goods review. Today I have Pop-Tarts. Where am I? I don't know. I don't know. It's hot. I'm sunburned. There's bugs. Ugh. Anyway, these are frosted pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts because apparently it's fall. Really? Have you been outside? I'm feeling like a rotisserie chicken out here. Pumpkin pie, my ass. And this is what they look like. Kind of like other Pop-Tarts. A rectangle.
Rectangle.
This tastes like a scented candle. Oh, well, this is a no-go, Holmes. I know people taste test these things. Your taste testers eat candles? It's a 2 out of 10. I love Pop-Tarts. Wild and blueberry being the superior flavors. Pumpkin pie. I need to get off the mountain. Well, hello. And welcome
I need to get off the mountain. I'm telling you, we need more unhinged Dylan content. It was hot then cold and it was hot and then cold and hot and cold again. I know. What is going on with the weather lately? It's crazy. I hate it. Sucks.
Hello and welcome back to another non-pretentious baked goods review. Today I have a cookie from a gas station. Where am I?
God.
I have no idea. Does it look like I know where I am? I don't. It's so hot. Anyway, this is a Mac and Chocolate Chicken Nut cookie.
A what?
You didn't have a stroke. That's the name. Mac and Chocolate Chicken Nut. English has really gone downhill. This is from a Maverick in Cedar City, Utah. Here we go.
Oh my God, Dylan.
Are you? This is incredible. Woo. Do they just keep like grandmas in the back of the Maverick making these things? Tastes like them. This gets a 9 out of 10. I tell you, I love any type of nut. Coconut, peanuts, walnuts.
Nice.
Nut. I'm saving this for later in case I never get out of here. Where am I? Hello and welcome back to another non-pretentious baked goods review. Today I have a cookie from a gas station. Where am I? I have no idea. Does it look like
I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that.
Mac and Chocolate Chicken Nut cookie.
Oh my God, he does that every time and it always catches me off guard. You think it wouldn't catch me off guard by now? Where am I? I'm telling you, we need more like unhinged, uncensored B. Dylan Hollis content. Like, for realsies. Oh my God. All right.
A Texas sheet cake from 76.
You don't say.
I don't know much about Texas. I'm told things there are large. Start with 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar. Woo! Texas got its way too with the flour, which is backwards.
That's
what are you up to?
What are you up to, Texas?
A cup of water, a whole cup of butter. Much.
Wow, it's a lot of butter.
And a big pinch of salt. Now we boil it.
Why?
Listen to the Texans. Fire! We just dump. Smooth. Half cup of buttermilk.
Okay.
Spoon of baking soda.
All right.
2 beaten eggs. I went to a greased 15 by 10.
Everything is bigger in Texas, yeah.
You don't own one of these unless you stole it, and I won't tell. $3.25 for 20 to 25 minutes. Texans would love my book. Hello. For the frosting, we briefly boil 1/3 of a cup of mood juice, 1/4 cup of cocoa, and 1/2 cup of butter.
That's a lot of butter.
Whisk in 2.5 cups of powdered sugar.
Wow.
I can feel my teeth falling out of my face right now. Cup of chopped pecans. Oh my.
Even the calories seem to be bigger in Texas, yeah?
Scrumdumptious.
Scrumdumptious. Okay. I love that. Scrumdumptious. I would try this. I would try this recipe. I'm not gonna lie. I just definitely don't have a baking tray that large. I just definitely don't have a baking tray that large. Oh my God. I know some of you aren't old enough to get this reference still. Dylan makes me think of John Boy from the Waltons, just gay and not holding back. Like, God, son, you're right. You're absolutely right. This one, however, worries me.
7-Up and milk.
Delicious.
From the 1940s. This is a real thing. So it's half milk, also known as
Moo juice.
Moo juice.
And half 7-Up. I don't like milk. Do you like milk?
I don't. I'm an oat milk girly. I'm really worried about it.
3, 2, 1. I've got it all over my face.
Yeah.
Tastes like itchy milk.
Like if you
Itchy milk. I hate that. I hate that.
LaCroix float.
It's a 7-Up float that has been sitting out in the sun
Oh.
for like 4 hours, and yet it's still slightly cold.
It is not expressly bad, but
I'm not gonna be out here like 7-Up milk.
7-Up.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Do you think they know about Pilk? Do you think they know about Pilk? Because, no. That's another one, just, nope. No. I get the idea behind it. I don't. I definitely don't. God almighty, no. Absolutely not. I can't decide if, I can't decide what's worse, that or Pilk. God, no. No, Galaxy Prime, Pilk is not that. Pilk is Pepsi and milk, and yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on. Itchy milk, so it's milk and ivy? Oh no, son. Oh no.
Spoon bread from 1911.
Spoon bread.
What this is, it could be spoons made of bread or bread made of spoons. Into a saucepan
Okay.
goes 2 cups of water, plus a 1.25 cups of cornmeal. Cornmeal bothers me. On one hand, it's vegetable dust, and on the other hand, I have fingers. Cook until thick. What's considered thick? I don't know, but don't ask a man, because you'll get conflicting evidence.
Conflicting
Tablespoons
evidence.
of butter.
Yes.
2 cups of moo juice. It's very wet and loose.
Ugh.
Yolks of 2 eggies. And separately, we beat the whites. Fold with 2 teaspoons of floof powder.
Huh.
What is this supposed to be? What do we bake this in? I have no idea. It could be a shoe for all I know.
Could be a shoe.
Why is it so wet? But we bake at 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm baking soup.
I'm baking soup.
My cookbook. oh dear. This is not working.
Spoon bread.
Spoon bread. To think I have a college degree. It tastes quite good. Texture, no.
No.
Does that mean to say? Do people eat this? Spoon bread.
I love how he's
1911.
so confused about this. Your shit is wet and loose. Please see a doctor. Exactly. Would you drink diet Pilk? No, Runch. No. Absolutely not. No. No. I wouldn't drink Pilk, period. Absolutely not. No.
Poor man's ice cream from 49. Like our fleeting youth.
From the 1940s.
Summer's almost over, but there's still enough time to enjoy some ice cream. We
Uh-huh.
start with a can of evaporated milk chilled in the fridge overnight with an equally cold bowl.
Huh.
My fingers are stuck. Next, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar
Okay.
and a bit of vanilla. Only 3 ingredients.
What?
Now to
That's
whip-
it?
Sure, we all know you can whip cream, and
Huh.
depending on your tolerance for bedroom adventures, your significant other, but I didn't think
Ah.
you could whip evaporated milk. Let's see. You can. Once it's thick and foamy, we throw it in the freezer for at least an
Interesting.
hour. Like a haircut. Ooh. Now we whip again. Oh, wow. Look at it. Now we can have it
Huh.
as is or return it to the freezer until it sets. Did you know that you made baking yesteryear a #1 New York Times bestseller? You're crazy.
I
Thank
helped.
you. That's long enough. I want ice cream.
That looks good, actually. That looks good, actually.
This is incredible. It's so smooth. This is no substitution. This is a masterpiece. Thank you, dead lady. Poor man's ice cream.
Thank you, dead lady. Dylan, my God. I would try this, though. I would honestly try this, though, because this looks actually very interesting. I would try this. Cherry Pepsi and collard. Oh, God. Son, I'm not finishing that sentence. I'm not finishing that sentence. No. Secret cornbread. Why is this secret? What's so secret about the cornbread, Dylan?
Secret cornbread from 87. Now I want you to try and guess what the third ingredient in this bread is because I can guarantee you're not gonna get it.
Okay.
It's an easy 3-2-1 recipe, so we're gonna start with 3
eggies,
followed by 2 boxes of Jiffy cornbread mix.
Okay.
At the end, finally, 1 entire 15-ounce jar of Cheese Whiz. Heat it up first because it.
Okay, he was right. I could not guess the secret ingredient. I could not get Cheese Whiz. Oh boy. All right. What do we got? What is this nightmare?
Currently resembles silicone. I'm really looking forward to this. Oh no! Cheesy, all right.
Oh my god.
And into a well-greased 9x13. It's extraterrestrial. Be sure to smooth it out. Thank you. I'd hate to have an uneven disaster.
This is not an uneven disaster.
Bake at 375 until golden brown. 20 to 25 minutes.
God, Jesus Christ.
Is officially out today.
Jesus Christ or Jesus Crust?
I'm scared because it smells good. Seriously, this is killer. If you don't believe me, try it. This is dangerous. Secret cornbread from 87.
Lord in heaven. I
Because
don't trust Cheese Whiz, but I would try this recipe. I'm not gonna lie. What in the fuck is Cheese Whiz? It sounds and looks disgusting. Good question. Good question. How do I explain Cheese Whiz to somebody who's never seen it before? Hold on. Hold on. I'm actually Googling this because I do not know how to describe it otherwise. Okay, Cheese Whiz is a brand of processed cheese sauce or sauce produced by Kraft Foods. It was developed by a team led by food scientist Edwin Trailsman and was first sold in 1952. Oh god. It's been around for that long, you don't say. Isn't Cheese Whiz the spray cheese? I thought that was... Isn't that something else? I'm sorry, I'm French. We have food regulations. Fair. Isn't that something else, or am I thinking of something else entirely? Hold on. Cheese Whiz spray. Ah! Yep. Okay. Yeah, they had that. They had that too. I forgot that they had that too. So let me grab a picture of this for people who are not familiar. For those unfamiliar, oh god, hold on. This is a thing that exists. Yeah. Had a massive epiphany. Have you heard of the story of government cheese? No. What do you mean by government cheese, R2? I'm scared now. So, this is a thing that exists. This is my only knowledge of Cheese Whiz. I was not aware this dark magic existed in other containers. Fair, Runch. So, Kraft and or Nabisco decided, hey, why don't we take our fake cheese product and put it in a spray can to make it easier for people to dispense and or eat. And that's exactly what Easy Cheese. How Easy Cheese came about. Yeah. No, this is the thing that exists. This is the thing that exists. I have no other explanation for it. Do you even have real cheese in America? I feel bad for you guys. I mean, we do. We just unfortunately have to pay more for it, which sucks. It's just way more expensive. Yeah, exactly. I have the video chain explaining government cheese. Oh my god. All right. Where would you share that? Drop it in memes and shit posting. R2. Drop it in memes and shit posting. Ugh. We're moving on. We're moving on. we're moving on. Oh my god. All the good cheese comes from Wisconsin and Vermont. Yeah. All the good cheese comes from Wisconsin and Vermont. which are both very far away from where I live.
Rolo Ritz sandwiches from 79. I tell you, I wasn't going to do this one because it seems rather pedestrian, unlike cars. First up, we'll be needing some crackers. We've got some in a box here and one in a t-shirt. Use as many as you'd like. Come on. This feels familiar. Lay half face down on a baking sheet. Get some Rolo.
Dylan! Well, this feels familiar. Oh my god!
Those. Throw them on the floor.
On the floor.
Please remove the wrappers. Aluminium has no nutritional value. And you just place them on top.
How are you still surprised by this? I don't know, Perso.
3 minutes. But keep an eye on them. Yours may get softer sooner depending on your level of arousal. Did you know my book comes out soon? Of course you did. I never shut up about it. Woo! Toasty. Then we carefully sandwich. This has no right being this satisfying. Yeah. Oh. Yes. They're perfect. Not because they're gourmet.
Okay, I would make these. I would make these.
Really good tasting idea.
I would make these and eat so many of them. Oh my god, I would make all of these. Maverick, we started a while ago on B. Dylan Hollis. Yeah. Right. Is that far? Yeah, that's pretty far. That's still pretty far from where I am. All right, what do we got? Oh,
peanut brittle
yes!
from 1909. Now, I ain't never done did a peanut brittle, but I done been heard of it before. 3 cups of Spanish peanuts. What are Spanish peanuts? Well, like other Europeans, these still have the skins on. Now into the saucepan goes 2 cups of
my
sugar,
god,
1 cup
Dylan.
of the newly invented corn syrup.
Oh, that's a lot.
And a half cup of water. Mixy. Now we cook this to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Fire up!
250.
Once we reach that temperature, the firm ball stage.
Yeah, firm ball
we add in
stage.
the nuts. I don't know what a firm ball is, but they should probably see a doctor. Oh, keep stirring until we reach 300 degrees, at which point we remove from heat and add in a bit of butter and a pinch of baking soda. Who needs measurements? Off. Butter. How quickly we need a pinch. How much is the pinch? I don't know. Whoa, creamy. And quickly onto a prepared baking sheet. That was very stressful. Now we just let this.
Yes, it is.
Read my cookbook, please. Last instruction is a simple one, but it's a little bit barbaric.
Oh god!
See, you don't have to quite apply that much force. There's peanut brittle in the dining room. Never thought I'd be busting nuts on camera.
Never thought I'd be busting nuts on camera. There's peanut brittle in the dining room.
You know, this is pretty good, but you gotta have some strong chompers. Oh
god.
Distinctly old-fashioned, take that how you will. Though if you're allergic to peanuts, that's one hell of a way to go out. Chat, believe it or not, I actually broke a tooth once. On peanut brittle. Then again, I was very young. I was very young at the time, so like I still had my baby teeth. But I definitely bit into peanut brittle, and when I pulled the peanut brittle out of my mouth, my tooth was stuck in the peanut brittle. Again, I was a very young child at the time. I still had my baby teeth going. I didn't like shatter a tooth now. That would be terrifying. But still, that's one way to get a baby tooth out, right? Oh god. All right, thanks R2. I will check that out later. Thank you. Oh god in heaven. All right, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have time to check that out on stream, but I will definitely check that out on my own because that looks interesting, and that also definitely looks like a video I would probably stumble onto by myself. Yeah, exactly. No, you're fine. You're fine, R2. Don't worry about it. You're good. You are good. Chocolate syrup cake. Oh god. Oh, this one. Yeah. This one. Here's another one I would absolutely try, but I would probably die of sugar overdose at the same time. A chocolate syrup cake from 87. Now, there's many uses for chocolate syrup in the kitchen and a few in the bedroom.
Hey-o!
But doesn't make a good cake. We begin with a half cup of butter, creamed with a cup of sugar.
Okay.
4 teaspoons vanilla mix. And now for 1.5 cups of chocolate syrup.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of syrup. Leave it to the Americans. If it looks like oil, it must be good. Dry ingredients are 1 1/3 cups of flour and a half teaspoon of floof powder.
Oh my god.
Nice batter. We'll need a greased 9-inch. You heard me.
Hey yo.
Smells good. I mean,
no, it's wrong.
We make it $3.25 for a round.
Why that much? I don't know.
You know, our book's out this month.
This month.
Go look at Whoa!
God.
Grease your pan well. Mine almost stuck. The icing is just a cup of powdered sugar, adding syrup until thick. What kind of Yankee Doodle dandy shit? Why do you
What kind of Yankee Doodle dandy
Going
shit?
to hemorrhage. I'll tell you what. That is a solid easy cake. Darn good idea. Cheers.
Unreal.
A chocolate syrup
I would try
cake
that.
with
That's a lot of
Now,
sugar.
there's many uses for
That is too much sugar. I would try that though. God almighty. Runch, are you familiar with B. Dylan Hollis? Because there are some of his videos I should show you that are some of them. Oh, there are some crazy ones he's got. There are some crazy ones he's got. Eat it with ice cream. Yo, I would try that, honestly. Oh, that one! Yeah, that's... Hold on. Where is that one? Not familiar at all? Oh, Runch. I've got some videos to show you, my friend. So, B. Dylan Hollis is a TikToker who finds recipes, classic quote-unquote recipes from, like, the 50s and the 40s and the 60s and 70s, and makes them to see if they're actually good or not. And some of them are incredibly cursed. For example...
Lime Jello Fudge from 68. Typically, fudge involves chocolate, and on the rare occasion it doesn't, it definitely shouldn't have Jello in it. Into the saucepan goes 3.5 cups of sugar. That was half the bag. 1/4 teaspoon of soda. 10-4, good buddy. Plus 3
Oh,
ounces
yeah!
of lime
Yeah, I got his
Jello.
book cookbook,
You ready
too.
for a party?
Also, welcome back, Compenser. How are you?
Fruity. 1.5 cup of moo juice. That's milk,
Milk.
by the way. Then we cook to 234 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, it's foaming. Please stop.
Oh, here we go, chat.
Stop. Avast ye. Ow. Ow.
It's got ranged attacks!
I don't like this. Almost. Keep stirring all the way. Then remove from heat and into a bowl. 1/2 cup of butter. Beat until thick.
Beat until thick.
Thick. And into a greased and lined 8-inch. What is this? Chill until firm. Do you know what's already firm? My cookbook. It's a hardcover.
It's a hardcover. It's like Slimer green.
It tastes like summer camp. Like baby bottle pop nostalgic. Huh. Lime
Oh
Jello
my god.
Fudge from 6
Like, you wouldn't think that would work, and it somehow works, right? You legitimately wouldn't think that would work, but it somehow works. Runch, I have to show you probably one of my favorite videos of his. That it's another one that like you think it wouldn't work, and yet here we go.
A chocolate beet cake from 66.
I love this
I'm no
video.
stranger to cakes with bizarre ingredients, but I think the use of
Pickled beets
is the most unorthodox.
Oh, boy.
We start by blending our 15-ounce can of pickled beets. Juice and all, honey.
Juice and all.
There seems to have been a murder. Now into a bowl goes a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of sugar, a bit of vanilla, 3 egg yolks. Whisk
Oh,
vigorously.
God.
In go the beets. Oh, it's pink.
That's a lot
For
of
the dry
beets.
ingredients, we need 2 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of cocoa, pinch
Yep.
of salt, and a teaspoon of
Baking soda.
There's no acid. Oh,
the beets!
They might be onto something.
That's when the light bulb goes on.
Oh, it's
Yep.
like velvet. About 50 minutes at 375. For the ganache, we need a 1/2 cup of cream and 4 ounces of chocolate.
That's
over
when the
very
light
low
bulb
heat.
finally goes on.
Just until the chocolate melts and everything is smooth. Oh my.
Son of a...
Fantastic.
Beets!
What's next? A chocolate beet.
Oh god, I love that. I love that. It's just, it's so funny because like when you literally see the moment his brain goes, wait, this can work. Like, wait, this works. Where's another one? Because there's definitely... The chocolate sauerkraut cake is the one I'm looking for. The chocolate mayonnaise cake is also the one I'm looking for. Because, Okay. Okay, here we go.
A chocolate sauerkraut cake from 48. Thought this was a joke. Turns out I'm
the joke.
Sauerkraut. A whole cup, soak in water and then drain. Butter. 1.5 cups of sugar. Cream time. You can use a mixer. I just do this to feel something. Eggs 3. Flour. 1/2 cup of cocoa. Baking powder.
I love introducing
Yummy.
B. Dylan Hollis to new people.
Carefully.
Because I can go back and watch all of my favorites.
Can a cake be tried for treason?
Oh, God.
I know it's open! Sleep tight. Wow. Bring
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, no, Galaxy Prime.
Okay.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
No. Incredible. It feels like coconut. I don't taste sauerkraut. Either
The chocolate fixes everything, or this is alchemy. Man. Why? I don't know why, Runch. I don't know what people were on back in the day. I do not understand. I need to find the chocolate mayonnaise cake. I need a chocolate found it! Alright, we're good.
A chocolate mayonnaise cake from 56. This has been my most requested cake. Of course
It's the mayonnaise.
Flour, sugar, floofers. Today you will rise. Powdered cocoa. Why you smell like chocolate? Mayonnaise. And it's not just a little bit. No, it's a severe unauthorized cup of mayonnaise. Cup of water. Honey, you can't dilute a war crime. You know, it's horrible now, but I hope it turns out okay. Like children. I'm sending you to summer camp. For the frosting, we boil milk, sugar, cocoa, and margarine. Fire! Beat in mayonnaise to the chocolate. Do you keep it in your purse? Hello. Maybe if I just don't think about it. Good heavens.
Good heavens. And yet...
Holy fuck. Fantastically moist. The chocolate is tangy. I'll concede you were right. A chocolate mayonnaise cake from 56.
Unbelievable. Although, as out of pocket as it sounds, alright? As out of pocket as it sounds, I can see why that works. Because mayonnaise has all the ingredients in it needed. You know, it replaces your eggs, it replaces the fat, everything. I can see where they're coming from with that. It just seems very out of pocket. Have you seen the long-form cold oven cake video? You know, that's honestly what I was gonna do next. That's honestly what I was gonna do next, Necromancer. Give me a second. I need to swap things around again. Got it. All right. I'm pretty sure this'll probably be the last one we run for today. So get comfy, chat. This is how we're wrapping up this session.
Gentles and ladymen, welcome back to the kitchen. I ask of you, what is the first instruction that we find when we're baking? If you said preheat your oven, I am in complete agreement with you. I find that as well. But today we're baking a recipe from 1976 titled A Cold Oven Cake. And the idea of putting an unbaked good into an oven cold intrigues me. Because of course,
sacrilegious.
or at least I was, that a preheated oven to the correct temperature is of utmost importance for your baked goods.
That's how I was taught.
Correctly. With that being said, there is something mildly exciting about breaking the rules, titillating even. So let's dive in. So the recipe in question specifically comes from October of 1976 from this little ditty right here, the Women's Circle Home Cooking.
Thank you for the hydrate, Redeem Galaxy.
These went under the subheading of the National Women's Home Cooking Club. And let me tell you, these are my favorite cookbooks ever. Which is something many cookbook collectors would scoff at. They'd consider these trash or ephemera. They were mailed out en masse by subscription every month to all manners of people. There's nothing too much special about this. But I say no. And it's because these showcase what's actually going on in everyday kitchens of ordinary people like you and I. Every recipe in here is sent in by an average member of the public.
Okay.
With their full names and addresses included. Now, professional, commercial, or restaurant cookbooks are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I collect quite a few, but they don't provide...
I'm very interested to see the science behind this. Because I was always taught you need to preheat the goddamn oven first. And yet,
show us what people are actually
here we are.
Now we're here to bake a cake, so let's talk cake. On page 47 of the cookbook, you'll find our recipe. And just looking at the ingredients, you'll see we have some peculiarities in front of us. We have 2 sticks of margarine. That's a full cup, plus an additional half cup of Crisco shortening.
Why?
Don't forget, this was the 70s. Moving on, we have 3 cups of sugar and 3 cups of flour. Now, the 1-to-1 ratio between the sugar and the flour, plus the large amount of fat, should tell us that this is going to be akin to a pound cake.
Yeah, that's very close to a pound cake, yeah.
Minute amount of baking powder and the
2 sticks of wrong, exactly. Exactly, Keith.
Milk and some extracts on top of that for flavor. So, let's get to it. We start with 2 sticks or 1 cup of margarine, also known as oleo, short for oleomargarine. And I can hear the collective sigh. Margarine gets a lot of bad press, and most of it is for good reason, you know? It has an inferior taste to butter, and butter is
I hate using margarine for anything. I honestly do.
Elitism in baking. If you're in your own kitchen baking for your own self, use whatever it is you want to use. You know, not only can some people not afford butter, and it's wrong to flame them for it, but I believe
Preheating the
margarine
oven.
has its place.
Sorry, what is that? What does that fetch? Preheating the oven comes from the past, when to heat the oven you needed to build a fire in the oven, then remove the fire, then put your food in to cook, and as the oven slowly cooled. I never realized it that way. Holy shit. That makes a lot of sense, actually. All right. Man, I learn something new every day, I swear.
For example, I will admit to you that I use margarine willingly, not under coercion nor duress, for certain types of crispy cookies, like crispy oatmeal cookies, or peanut butter cookies.
Thank you, Galaxy. I use butter because I have standards. Why?
I do not use margarine in cakes, though. We can leave that in the 70s. Now we need a half cup of Crisco shortening, and I've brought out a scale because I can never accurately get displacement measurements of shortening.
Yep.
You get air pockets and it sticks to the cup, and because shortening has so much fat in it, you never want it to be inaccurate or else your cake may fail. I believe it's a lot easier to know that a half cup of Crisco is 95 grams. In that goes.
That works.
Now it's time for 3 cups of sugar, and I'm going to cream this in 1 cup at a time.
That's a lot of sugar. That is a lot of sugar.
And our last one in. You know, sugar in a carton is so much easier. So I have a lot of people on TikTok and YouTube
Exactly,
who
yes.
ask as to why I don't use an electric mixer or a stand mixer to cream together my butter and my sugar. Or the margarine and the sugar in this case. Because it's a very important step in baking, right? The cream.
It is very important.
Especially in a pound cake item like this. And really, I have 2 reasons. The first reason is I just really love to bake. So if I'm going to bake, I want to bake. I want to be down in the process. I want to be well involved in the situation because I find it fun. And the second reason
that's
is
fair.
Simply, not everyone has these things, right? Not everyone has a stand mixer. So when they see these
That's also fair.
KitchenAids on television or YouTube, it gives them the wrong idea. It gives them the idea that if they don't have the gadgets, they can't bake the recipe. And that's just patently false.
Sugar in cartons, milk in bags. The only reason to live in Canada.
A wooden spoon and a whisk. With that rant over with, we are done here with our margarine and our sugar. We have a light, fluffy texture, which is increased in volume, so we're ready for the eggies.
Eggies!
Of which we need 5 put in, 1 at a time.
That's a lot of eggies.
So we are on our 3rd egg now, and as you can see, the
That's a lot of eggies.
is quite smooth, and it's taking on a lovely yellow golden color, which is a welcome departure from the sickly pale Crisco and margarine. Alrighty, all of the eggs have been incorporated, well beaten between each addition, so we're moving on to the drying.
How big is this cake? Yeah, exactly.
2 cups of sifted flour, so there's 3 in the sieve right now, and then only a half teaspoon of baking powder.
It's
Like
lemon
I always
colored.
say, I don't do this typically for recipes when I'm baking for myself, but in those that ask for it, you best know I do. We also need a cup of milk.
Sifting your flour is actually pretty. It's useful for recipes that are like supposed to be fluffy in texture.
Like milk to the dry ingredients is just so that we don't break the batter. If we added in all the milk at once, it would get far too loose, and it would threaten all of the air that we worked so very hard to incorporate during the earlier steps.
That's true. Yes.
I'll tell you what. Unlike cakes made with butter, which smell really quite nice at this point, this doesn't smell like anything. Oh, margarine.
Margarine. Will it fit in the oven? Yeah, seriously.
Smooth our batter is. At this point, we add in the flavorings, which are 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of coconut.
Coconut. Oh, coconut extract.
Now, I know our cold oven cake to be here isn't billed as a pound cake, but I reckon that's what it's trying to be, judging by the ingredients, like I said.
Yeah, that's definitely pound cake. Like, this entire process just screams pound cake to me.
Any flavoring, does not contain any milk, does not contain any baking powder. All of those we've added. So, traditionally, a pound cake recipe is just a pound each of butter, sugar, eggs, and flour. So I'm very interested.
So 1970s, sponsored by the color beige. Exactly. Exactly.
Our instructions are to turn this into a 10-inch tube pan. Now, I don't have one of those. The nearest I have is a similarly sized bunt.
Yeah, I was about to say bunt.
Enough. I have buttered and floured this severely, which is very important with pound cake-like items. You don't want this to stick.
Nope.
It happened to me once.
Oh, no.
Do not skimp on the process. So here we go.
Margarine's like butter, but terrible. Thank you, Metal Greymon.
Now, there is a chance that this is too much batter in this pan, but we're going to go for it anyway.
Oh, no.
And as per instructions, our cold oven cake is going into a cold oven. We set a timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we set the temperature to 350. 350 and 1 hour and 15. And
Oh, boy.
wait. We've reached temperature after 12 minutes, and the
Okay.
cake is just starting to form some bubbles. This is 40 minutes in, and still looking
Whoa.
quite pale. Got a bit more bubbles, but also starting to exceed the pan as I feared.
Yep.
I think all will be okay. With about 10 minutes left on the bake, I wanted to share with you yet another reason why I adore these periodical cookbooks.
Interesting.
And that is because of the small glimpses of current events.
Like butter, an abomination. Exactly. Exactly.
And on page 9 of this edition, you'll find an article titled, Getting Ready for the Metric Kitchen. And let me just read this to you.
Oh,
the metrics
what?
are coming and there's no avoiding it. Our nation is rapidly preparing to join the rest of the world in adapting to a standard system of metric measurements. Within this century, we may see children's textbooks, business journals, and accountants' ledgers abandoning the language of pounds, ounces, feet, and inches. These familiar names will be replaced by such terms as grams, liters, meters, and centimeters. And the change in language
Can you
won't stop
imagine?
there. It will follow us all the way into the kitchen.
Can you
How'd that
imagine?
work out for you?
How did that
Now,
work
this
out for
article
us?
exists
Not at
because
all.
Gerald Ford signed the Metric Conversion Act in December of 1975, and everyone was preparing to make the change, and some were quite upset. It was quickly repealed by Reagan in 1982, if memory serves correct.
Of course.
I just think
Of
stuff
course
like
it
this
was.
is hilarious.
Listen to Mr. Kitchen. Fair
It
rush.
smells good now, too. So getting things out of bunt pans can be notoriously tricky.
Yep.
So my plan of action is to let this cool down for about 5 minutes, attempt to turn it out, and then we'll let it cool down completely before we try it. Here goes nothing.
Ooh.
Hello.
Well done on that one.
Massive cake.
That is
You're not
huge.
cold anymore, are you? Alrighty, our cake has cooled and rested for about 4 hours now.
That is
so I reckon it's time to
enormous.
see what's on the inside. Oh, it has quite the crispy crust. Cakes at this size are normally baked at 300 or 325, so this is gonna be interesting.
Whoa.
Whoa! Look at how tight that crumb is.
Wow.
There's something quite special here.
Huh.
You have a browned, crispy exterior, but the inside is where the magic is. It's the tightest, most densest crumb I've experienced. And it almost lends itself to a fudgy consistency in a very positive way.
Really?
It's undercooked. It's very pleasant.
Interesting.
The taste is also really good, which it shouldn't be, and I'm slightly miffed about. There's margarine and Crisco in it. But I do think that's just the 3 cups of sugar talking. This is a wonderful cake. Now the question is the cold oven the secret? Does it make a difference? And I'm inclined to say yes, that there's no way it doesn't make a difference. Starting the baking
Yeah, I was
process at
about to
room
say.
temperature essentially gives a lot more time for the large bubbles to make their way to the top and pop before the cake starts to begin building its structure.
That's true, actually, yeah.
So as the temperature rises, the cake is building itself upon a finer network of air pockets. It
Yeah,
creates a
you know
dense
what?
crumb,
That
and
checks.
structure builds gradually. Or at least that's my hypothesis. Do I think you'd get a vastly different
He might
cake
be
if you
onto
baked
something
this
with that,
in preheated
honestly,
oven?
yeah.
No, I'm quite sure you'd
He
get
might,
something similar,
Dylan might
but
be
this
onto something with
method
that.
must just
I
make
never thought about it that way
reliable.
before.
I'm not sold that these results
Interesting.
are unique to the quote cold oven
Interesting.
method either. I posit that you could get similar results if you say left the batter in the bunt pan for a little bit before you baked it in a preheated oven. Perhaps this is just the easiest or the most replicable way of getting these
Interesting.
results in a
Very,
cake.
very
All I know is that
interesting.
It's fantastic. And it uses margarine, which means if you use butter, it's gonna be really good. We should also give credit where credit is due. This recipe comes to us from Kathy. Oh dear. Kathy N. from Huntington Station, New York. So it has been a few days.
That
And
is
initially,
an
I was
unfortunate
quite
last
planning on
name.
uploading this video where it stood.
Oh.
However, if I were a cat,
Oh,
curiosity
no.
would have killed me a long time ago.
Oh,
Because
no.
Kathy from Huntington Station and her potentially problematic mispronounceable surname and her cold oven cake have been in my dreams. And they've driven me to want to bake this cake in a preheated oven.
Yeah,
just to see the
I was
difference.
hoping we'd do this.
Because I am truthfully
I was hoping you'd do
fascinated
this.
with this cold oven idea, and I need to know whether or not that fascination is warranted or misplaced. So once again, we have our buttered and floured bunt pan, and we have our cake batter. Now our cake batter is prepared in the exact same manner as we just did previously. Same ingredients, same method. The only difference is we're going to be baking this in a preheated oven.
Yep.
Now I won't lie, there was a bit big part of me.
Galaxy, I can't say the person's last name or else I'm gonna get in trouble.
because, of course, with the cold oven cake, it was not.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
The entire time it was cold. But then I said no. You know, that's changing too many variables. I want to see the difference between a preheated oven or a non-preheated oven. So
I was really hoping he would do this. I'm glad he is.
It's done early. Here we go again. All right, here we are. Preheated oven, 350. In this boy goes. Do not worry, I will watch it closely. I expect it to be done around the same amount of time. Of course, just slightly earlier. So this is the 40-minute mark on our hot oven cake, and it looks more or less the same. Perhaps it's a bit rounder than the previous.
Cold oven at 40 minutes. Yep.
Alrighty, this boy was done in 1 hour and 5 minutes, and it looks definitively different.
Yeah.
Just on first inspection, this one has cracked a lot more markedly, and it's domed more as well. Let's see how this works. Hello. This angle looks more or less the same, but we're gonna let it cool. Oh, this feels different. It's jiggly.
Whoa.
Oh, peculiar. That certainly is a different crumb.
Yeah, that crumb texture is
it's not vastly different, but let's see if it's
very different. Very different looking, at least. Shiny sandy gas.
Wow, that is different. It's just not as good. The crumb is more crumbly.
Really?
It's not as well put together. And it tastes drier. The positive fudgy-like consistency of the previous cake is gone. The density.
Wow.
I can't say with any degree of certainty that one of these cakes tastes better than the other, but I can say with certainty that I feel as if the previous cake tasted better. And it brings to light an important note, which is texture of a baked good plays a more important role in taste perception than you think. And I much prefer the previous cake. To be honest with you,
interesting.
I did not expect this much of a difference. I expected this cake's outer shell to be a bit more burnt and crispy compared to the other. That's it. But this it certainly validates Kathy, doesn't it? Now I am an amateur.
Thought is during the preheating process, the oven is the hottest because they need to reach the temperature quickly, so it cooks differently. Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's also true.
I have a lot of cake to eat. That's it for me today, and I'll be seeing you quite soon. This was fun.
That was honestly quite interesting and incredibly educational. I enjoyed that. That was nice. That was cool. That was very cool. Okay, chat, on that note. I think... excuse me. Goodness gracious. I think on that note, we're going to wrap it up for today. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it, as always. As always, I do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank y'all for sticking with me with all this IRL stuff and fluctuating schedules. So yeah, thank you very much. Oh, don't worry, Maverick. Don't worry. This will be up on YouTube soon enough. And also the VOD will be remaining here on Twitch as well. So don't worry. Do not worry at all. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Weekly schedule should be coming up on Sunday, again, as usual, as it usually does. YouTube channel members, however, if you are a channel member on YouTube, schedule will be coming up early. It'll be coming up tomorrow, actually. We'll be dropping tomorrow, actually. All right. Thank you, everyone, so much once again. And on Sunday, also, you can catch me on the Kamen Rider watch-along stream with Thunderbird Prime, myself, Choo Choo, Kay, Keita, Swoos, Frozen. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of us Kamen Rider fans. What can I say? Speaking of, where is Mr. Thunderbird Prime? Where is Mr. Thunderbird Prime? Because I definitely should send a raid his way. I think I saw him start up his stream earlier, if I remember correctly. Oh, chat, I was right. Okay. Yep. So we're gonna raid we are gonna raid my good friend Thunderbird Prime, fellow VTuber, fellow Tokusatsu enthusiast. Right now he's playing... we've come full circle. Right now he is playing Yakuza 6. Right now he's playing Yakuza 6. Alright. What's a raid message gonna be, chat? Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one. We're gonna give Thunder a Spooky Chef raid. If you're a sub, go ahead and use that emote with the raid message. If you're just a follower, do not fear. I've got another one for you. Have fun over at Thunder's chat. And yeah, I will catch you on the next stream. All right, have a good night, everyone. See ya.